New notebook.
And we're live. We managed to come live. We all got back in time and everything. It's great.
Hell yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Welcome. It is Sunday. It is a Some Other Heroes Day. We are your garden variety queer dungeoneers playing a game of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons set in a homebrew world of floating islands, skyships, deep mysteries, and strange magics. My name is Chris. I use he, him pronouns, and I have the honor and joy of an expanded cast. Da, da, da.
Oh boy, it's got worse.
My-
Bigger. I mean bigger. Sorry, I meant it's got bigger, not worse.
Yeah. With
Great
me
save.
are my 4 regular players moving forward, as we are joined by an additional player returning from a guest slot to stay with us as long as she feels she needs to.
Hell yeah.
I'll cause some chaos and then leave.
Just you're gonna break the game and then
That's what
run
we do.
away.
Yeah.
Ashton causes chaos, then gets kidnapped, so fuck it.
Yeah.
True.
And I think it's only fair, because you are officially the newbie now, that you have to go first.
No. All right. Hi everyone. I'm Michelle. I use she, her pronouns. You can find me on socials. I'm Feline Trickster. And I'm here today to play just a super innocent, nothing's wrong at all, Skia.
Yeah, just a victim of circumstance.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about
it. Wayne, could you go second, please?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I am Wayne. My pronouns are he, him, and I shall be playing the suspicious and quite hesitantly friendly Dragonborn. Rock. Name is Rock.
His name is Rock. Theo, please.
Hello, my name is Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing the half-elf wizard Eugene.
Amazing.
Excuse
And
me, I
last-
don't think he's just a wizard, is he?
He's a high.
Sorry,
mage.
yes, high mage Eugene Silver.
Oh, God.
420 wizard, high mage, Eugene.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing the very insightful but also simultaneously thick as shit Aisling, who's a satyr, who's a sore warlock, and I love her.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. We had a couple of technical difficulties coming in with Twitch. We think it's all under control. If anything happens, please just shout in the chat and we will make sure that we kind of do something about it and try and fix it.
If it's
You
not
do
in
have
all
to shout,
caps,
because we
we'll
can't
ignore it.
hear you otherwise.
Yeah.
Speaking of chat, we have 2 amazing mods keeping an eye on things today. Apart from our players, obviously all mod wherever they can, but they get very busy and they get very involved in what's going on. So with us, just taking care of
And we
things
get very
and keeping-
confused.
keeping an eye on things are Bespectacled Man, the wonderful Nikki, and Hedgehawk UK. Hedge, welcome to the mod team. It's lovely to have you on board. Thank you, buddy.
Make sure you grab a name badge and clock in.
Yeah. That didn't work. Okay, fair enough. Leave it. We are going to shout out 2 of our favourite stream stroke podcasts, and we're going to start with our friends over at Dice and a Slice. Do you like cake? And do you like Dungeons and Dragons? It seems likely if you're here. Then you think that you will enjoy those things together with our friends Dice and a Slice. They have a nautical themed podcast of an ongoing adventure with piratical themes, mysterious gods, and a plot to take over reality itself. They have had a little bit of break because the wonderful Alicia, their Tala and editor, has had a lot on her plate recently, as has Josh, the DM. But they are going to be catching up soon. They hope to have a new episode out this week, but if not, No pressure, guys. You guys do a lot, and get it out when you can. We are all eagerly awaiting and excited for it. Our second shout out, Hedge isn't here, so that means Misadventurers League are here, which means that you should give them check them out. They play a variety of TTRPGs. They have just had their Halloween one-shot last week, which was fun and exciting. And coming up, they're going to space with teenagers. Should be very good.
Freaking good idea.
Check out their channels. Check
Oh my
out
god,
their
that
social
spaceship
media.
is going to smell terrible.
Yeah.
Axe
Good
body
point.
spray and regret.
Hormones and bad decisions.
It's a wonderful cast. We're very excited. We can't wait for it to kick off. And we are looking forward to finding out the ship's name very soon as well. Cool. What
Is it
do we
being
have?
named by the teenagers?
I think they chose their name as a group. So I'm hoping it's
beautiful.
particularly angsty.
Yeah.
But we'll find out very, very soon. Cool. I feel like I've covered everything at the moment. Oh, did you know we've got our own Halloween special coming up? We have. And I can officially reveal the cast. Everybody you see here will be joining us for Call of Cthulhu, a combination of the Clue stage show stroke film and Cthulhu
Stroke
mythos.
board game.
Stroke board game. And the Cthulhu mythos. It's going to be wacky and silly and spooky and fun. And we are really, really proud to announce that we will be joined by the lovely Robin, who you have seen on this stream previously as part of our Space at the Table Women's Round Table, and joined us on Wicked Games 12-hour stream, playing a sensible half-orc who definitely helped our friends out that night. So,
And I can confirm that Chris tried to do a test run of the rules on Friday to familiarize us with the system we'll be using for this spooky and ominous Halloween special, and it very, very quickly degenerated into utter silliness and chaos. So,
What do you mean? We were
it's
tactical. we were
gonna be
smart,
interesting.
We were serious.
it's the first
Yeah.
time we played in person for a long time, and the energy around the table was chaotic, to say the least. But
It's great.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it will be a lot of fun and very silly. So
We'll
yes,
definitely get lots of practical things done.
yeah, we'll have.
And
more
it's going to be
information.
really serious and scary.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I'm going for, clearly. Brilliant. Well, we're very excited for that. We're looking forward. That will actually be on Halloween night. The weekend before that, we won't be streaming, as some of our friends are away at MCM doing wonderful things there. And it just gives me a bit more time to kind of tighten the nails a little bit on that particular stream and get that all set up for everybody.
I'm going to be stalking Ashley Johnson that weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
Living your
I'm
best
sure
life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, say hi from us. Why don't you just ask her if she fancies dropping past a stream sometime as well? I'm up.
Yeah,
for
she can guess. Come on.
Yeah.
Fine.
Lovely. I think with that, I have actually covered everything. So I guess we'll just have to drop our updated title sequence. There you go. If there wasn't any confirmation before, there is now.
Hell yeah.
Previously, on Some Other Heroes, our friends, Parshkikk's Chosen, have been operating out of New Doan, helping Eugene pass his harrowing and becoming a high mage, uncovering secrets of the city which were laid bare before them. A revelation that the elves of the scattered lands are not dying of natural causes, living on and on for eternity, just getting older and older. To hide this fact and to stop hope being robbed from their people, the Eternal Court of New Doan entered into a pact to gather these people when they feel the calling and seclude them away somewhere where they can rest and sleep quietly.
I didn't realise that's the plot of the British royal family too.
Ha! Get him!
There may be some inspiration, I don't know. At the revelation, at the truth coming forward, it has also been revealed that the Sky Temple that the three friends have been seeking may be at the heart of this realm created for elves. A promise has been given that the Geas will be placed upon rock as an outsider to protect the secrets of New Doan. And a request has been sent by a hidden seat of the Eternal Court, the seat of the ancestors, to meet with Parshkikk's Chosen. If that wasn't enough, the sudden and unexpected arrival of Skia, a long-term ally and friend of Parshkikk's Chosen, has thrown a little bit of a spanner in the works. Crashing through the walls of both New Doan and the Zilman estate, Skia nearly killed herself with a desperate teleportation spell that left her smoking and charred at the feet of the Zilman family. Some quick talking, some honesty, some smoothing things over, and it has been revealed that Skia will be placed in the care of Parshkikk's Chosen and allowed to accompany them while she remains in New Doan. But that places her behaviour firmly at the feet of Eugene.
Whoa.
Sorry.
But
Welcome to Eugene's crash, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, many a true word spoken in jest.
But before we get into what has happened at the reunion between Parshkikk's Chosen and Skia, I would like to go back about 24 hours. Skia, welcome back.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so excited.
You are running down a dark corridor. An old dwarf on your heels, breathless, wheezing, too old and too out of shape to be able to keep up with your fast pace. Ahead of you, you see Delilah, who's waving you to safety. The very shadows themselves seem to shift and twist, and before you can get to Delilah, something dark and tall but humanoid shape leaps out of the shadows. You see her bend magic to her will, striking it with her powers as you've seen 100 times before. You grab hold of the dwarf by the wrist, turn and try and go back the other way, trusting your friend to cover your escape. It's no good. It's no good, Skia. I can't do this.
No, yeah, you can. Come on. Just run. Just push through.
Too old. And he leads into his robe and pulls out a familiar spherical object. A battered memory sphere. This is what Campbell was looking for. I cannot get it to her, but maybe I can get you to her. He pushes it into your hands, and as he does, you see him releasing magic. Old and shaky, his hands barely managing the somatic opponents that he has left. Darkness is closing around all of you. Focus on Revocus. I don't know if I can complete this. Then you see him
No, go.
pull away. And you find yourself thrust, that familiar teleport feeling, down and along, that lurching in your stomach, twisting weaves of magic around you, and you think, and you think, and you hope. I would like you to make me a concentration check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's wild. First roll, natural 20.
Amazing.
For a 21.
Amazing. You hold on to the focus, you hold on to what this spell that's been forced upon you. It's not your magic, and you can't quite shape it the way that you would your own touch of natural. You feel yourself being thrust further. Campbell was only a few rooms away. Where the hell are you going? Who could you... And it suddenly dawns on you. Rock. You have a closer connection to Rock. And as soon as you remember your friend, you see his likeness snap in around the spell, and you feel yourself thrust and thrown fast. You impact against something. It's searing pain. Something tries to push you back, but you can't go back. There's nowhere to go. You push through, the spell strong enough to get you past. And you think for a second you are about to be unmade when something in the barrier recognizes you and lets you through. You think, okay, I'm here. I don't know where I am, but I'm going to. And then a second set of wards try to push you back. Push you back, but the first wards are already closed and you find yourself trapped, bouncing between them. You feel your very being unraveled, pulled apart. You are going to be nothing but magical energy unless somebody does something. And then you hear a voice. Hello? Reach out for me.
Hello? Who are you? Help me, please. Just let me in, please.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What is this? I rolled a natural 1. It's a different dice. Oh my goodness.
That's okay, because that fits the narrative that I have created already.
Oh my days.
You fall into unconsciousness and you just about make out a long, thin lilac arm pulling you by the hand and just about make the shape of a beautiful older elfin woman with long red hair and very intelligent eyes. As you collapse into her, you have the orb in your hand between you, and you don't know why, but in instinct you push it into her and you rasp the very focus that has held you together this long. Focus. And then you fall into darkness.
Nap time.
Nap time. Some time has passed. You wake up in an unfamiliar room. It's a comfortable but sparse place. Decorated to a certain extent, but mostly for necessity rather than comfort. You're lying in a large bed. There is a heavy oak door with metal bands, and no window big enough for you to be able to slip out.
I hate this.
Checking yourself, all your equipment has been taken.
I hate this.
Unfortunately, we're on two screens, so everybody can't hear you guys. So what Wayne just said is all 500 knives are gone, and Theo just agreed. Yeah.
Okay. Can Skia look around, try and assess, like, is this a fancy prison cell?
Make me an investigation check.
Okay. Am I good at those? No. Oh, I'm so bad at investigation. That's a 1. Not
1.
natural, just a 1.
No, I mean, maybe this is just a private room. Just could be. I don't know. You can't really tell.
Maybe they're cleaning all my knives. Okay.
Yeah, maybe they're being really nice.
Yeah.
You do notice that you are not wearing your standard gear. You're wearing like a nightgown, just like someone has, and you are covered in like bandages and the like. You can peek under them and do a medicine check.
Yes, please.
Please get a natural 20 for your medicine check. That would be so in keeping.
I know. I can roll the one that rolled me in that 20 before. It's not terrible.
Okay.
Medicine.
Yeah.
15.
You see the fresh pink skin of healed burns underneath. You can take these wrappings off now, but somebody has clearly taken a great deal of effort to heal major burns across your whole body.
Oh, damn. Oh no, my nice coat. I think she just sits up in the bed as she's like examining herself, and she'll keep the bandages on for now because she doesn't. She's probably been told off before of like taking her bandages off too early. She's just got dust gaze in the back of her head, being like, "Keep them on."
Don't touch those; they will hurt.
But it's fun to peel. No. Okay. Then she's gonna like go towards the door, and I think she's just gonna like crouch behind it near the crack and just try and listen out for anything.
Sure, make me a stealth check.
Oh,
You're going around your neck as well.
that's why she's so grouchy. Why do I have?
Damn it, I can't chew.
How am I meant to eat like this? That's an 18.
18. Amazing. You walk up to the door, and I think you can just about hear. It's quite thick, so it's very muffled, but you can hear that there are two voices the other side. Talking in trader's tongue, more common.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like the variation that is consistent with the Free Nations, and there's a slight lilt to their tongue. Would you like to quickly make me a history check?
Yes.
You're like, no.
She's not the brightest. She doesn't remember a lot. Oh, 12.
12.
Yeah.
You speak the tongue that it is touched with. These people have grown up speaking Elven.
Oh.
You
Okay.
are among elves.
Okay. Oh, I don't know how I feel. Okay, this is not home. I think Skia's gonna look around for something. I know it's bad, but something she can use as a weapon, just as a defense mechanism. She's feeling very like, I have nothing right now. I don't know where I am. So she's gonna try and find something and then like get back into bed, and then it's gonna play the I'm just gonna pretend to be asleep until someone comes in and see if I can hear anything.
Amazing. I think you have a look around and it gets very frustrating. And that's the point where you realize, oh, yeah, this is a prison. Like, there's nice furniture, but it's all bolted down properly. The drawers are designed so they don't come out. Like the bedpost is actually part of the wall. Someone has just kind of built it in so you can't pull legs off and things like that. Yeah, this is a very nice, comfortable prison, but it's still a holding cell.
Yeah. And none of her stuff is with her. She's going to be panicking about the orb, but she remembers giving it to someone at the very least.
Yeah.
So she's going to keep an eye out for like that long red hair. And yeah, I think she'll just get back into bed because she wants to see who's like someone's obviously been taking care of her, so she wants to like find out who that is.
Amazing. After a little while, there's a gentle knock on the door, and a voice outside says, "We're coming in. Please do not panic." And the door is opened, and two figures come in. One is a shorter elf, fuller figure, rosy-cheeked, of wood elf variety, who is wearing healers, like a cleric's overalls. And she makes her way in. She goes, "Well then, dear, let's have a look at you. See that you've been pulling at the bandages already." And just starts fussing over you. The other figure is familiar. Tall, beautiful, long red hair. And as you kind of get a closer look at her, she looks like a more elven female Eugene. She wanders in and goes, "It's Skia, isn't it?"
Yes. How do you know?
I asked your friends. Rock, Ashling, and Eugene are in the city. You are in New Doan.
Shit. Okay.
And the two of them kind of exchange a look. And from that expletive, I'm guessing you did not intend to come here.
Nope. No. I did. No, I didn't. Wait. How did I get through? Not time for questions. Okay. So I'm in New Dawn. I have a thing. I think I gave it to you. Can I have it back, please?
I already gave it to Rock for safekeeping whilst we figured out who you were. I hope you don't mind. You broke through defensive wards not only for the city, but for our personal estate. And we were not entirely certain why you were teleporting in. And you do not need to answer that. This is not an investigation at this point. Your friends have vouched for you, and we are going to pass you over to them as soon as we are able. They're currently on their way back. I teleported here because Dwin let me know that you were awake. You settled one of her wards to let her know. You kind of then you look down, and there's a silver thread right next to your bed. Just a precaution, you understand.
Damn it, I should have looked for that up. So off my game.
You did do an investigation and you failed to notice it.
Yep. That makes sense.
Shouldn't be too long. In the meantime, you must be absolutely famished. We will organise some food. Is there anything in particular you would like?
Whatever you have.
Amazing. It's nice. I mean, Aisling only eats cheese, so we're just concerned that there might be certain dietary requirements.
Wow, still eating cheese. Good for her.
And she leaves, leaving you, Dwin, for a second, who checks over the bandages and just checks you're okay. And then she goes, "Well, you look healthy enough to wrestle a bugbear, so that's good. You seem to have recovered very well. Don't pick at the bandages. I'm sure that you feel, I'm ready, they're all fine, but
That's fine.
the last little moments, magic can only take you so far, you know."
Okay. I think this whole time Skia's just been desperately trying to like read them, like, why are you being so nice? I just broke in.
Yeah, insight check.
25.
Cool. Dwin is just one of those genuine people who sees someone who's hurt and wants to help them.
Cool. Yeah.
The other woman, who has not given you her name, there's a lot of borrowed will with her. She's very cautious with you, and you can tell every time she mentions Parshkikk's chosen, it's for them that she is holding back and she is being kind. She still wants some answers, but she's waiting for the right moment to get them. Right.
Yeah, that makes sense to Skia.
Yeah. Eventually, Dwin finishes and wanders off as well, leaving you on your own. A little while later, a full-broad elf in jade armor brings you some food and your clothes, which have been cleaned, with the exception of your cloak and your weapons.
Okay, thank you.
And then they leave you to it. And now I'm going to bring in the rest of our... Hi!
What's up?
Hi.
You guys are just getting out of the sky cart when Eugene gets the following reply. "Thank you for letting me know. As a favour, please keep her with you. Keep her safe. Do not return to the Empire. Something is wrong."
Okay, I pass the message on to Rock and Aisling.
Oh, something's wrong, but not what the thing is.
Who was that from?
That was from Sabina
Sabina.
Rissin, who you messaged last episode and I completely forgot about.
Yes.
You had to
So-
wait till we got signal
She was
again.
sleeping.
Like,
Yeah, she was...
So when I asked her all those questions, that's what she came back with.
I mean, do you expect anything less?
Great. Super.
Well, hopefully now that Skia is awake, we can get some more answers from her.
yeah, can we go see it now?
Of course.
Well, we have questions, certainly. I mean, we have questions from the last time we saw her task.
Oh yeah, that's true. You be nice.
So why don't we settle into the lounge and I'll get the guards to bring her out, so she at least feels that she's not completely trapped in a single space and she's among
She's
friends.
not in like handcuffs or anything, is she?
Oh, of
I'm
course
I'm
not.
just
No,
saying she's not.
Fucking mental if you do that.
She's just
Yeah,
somewhere
gets
she
a bit
can't.
bitchy when she's in small spaces.
No,
Uh-huh.
she's just in a nice room where she can't have free roam of the estate.
Do you think?
You guys are braver than we are.
Well, we took several lockpicks and things off of her, so we know what sort of
This
person
wasn't
she
a
is.
dumbass, not enough.
Trust me, if she hadn't said Revorcus, she wouldn't have survived.
Okay.
We take protecting our family very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable.
Anyway, that is not something we need to scare her with. She is among friends.
You scare us with it. Okay.
But you obviously need to know the severity of the situation.
And perhaps just what the situation is, even.
As the council said, they are happy to place her in your custody. So from our perspective, keep her under control. And it sounds to me like your friend in the Empire, I didn't catch a name and I'm not going to ask, wants you to do the same. Grandpa just leans down and goes, don't worry, it's all going to be fine. I'm certain she is going to be a valuable addition to your next mission.
Well, I mean, we don't know if she's staying yet. We'll see what happens first. I mean, I assume she wasn't planning to come here, so maybe she has places she has to be. I think we'll just see how it goes.
Always, but she is welcome as long as you want her. You really did nothing wrong. Hoping Skia did nothing wrong either. And they just lead you through the estate to one of the larger rooms that has a nice, comfortable space. They order some tea and coffee and some light refreshment.
Bickies?
And Bickies, always Bickies, and cheese for little tiny cheeses. And it's probably about 5 or 10 minutes before 2 guards come into the room, showing in a slightly perplexed looking pink tiefling.
Skia!
Oh my god, hi guys!
My mouth is full of bickies. I'm like, yeah!
Oh, I think that hit me. Nice. Hey,
How are you feeling?
yeah, I'm pretty confused.
I meant physically. Are you feeling okay?
You looked busted when we saw you the first time.
Was it
I mean, we
really
weren't.
bad?
Oh, it was
We
real
weren't
bad.
entirely sure you were still alive when we first
Yeah,
encountered
you were
you.
all
So
flaky and crispy.
Oh,
Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
It's gross. Yeah.
damn. Okay.
I mean, do sit down. Would you like some tea or coffee or something?
Oh, I'd
Aramis,
love some.
Aramis leans into Eugene. We are not going to be far, but we will let you catch up properly. Do shout if you want anything from us. And you, Skia, you watch as this older, long-haired, non-binary elf just leans in and whispers something to Eugene quietly, and just gives Eugene a companionable squeeze, and then leads the guards out, leaving the 4 of you alone.
Later, guys. It was lovely to meet you all.
Tea, coffee?
Oh, yeah, coffee would be great right now.
Yeah, you need like a
Sure.
mega one.
Yeah.
I will quietly go over and make coffee in the corner.
I will loudly be talking to Skia. So like, what's going on? Why are you here? What happened? What? Tell.
Oh, okay. Just tell you just everything. Okay.
I don't know. Like, why'd you get here, and why'd you get here in a way that made you all burn up?
It's bad. It's really bad. Like, it's so bad. I'm trying not to freak out how bad it is.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Ashley's
it's really
got an
bad.
Eldritch Blast ready to go.
No, not right now. Not right now.
Okay.
I know it's probably confusing and kind of scary, but you are safe here. This is my it's a long story, but this is my family's house. It was my aunt who you gave the sphere to.
She is so scary, but
Oh,
cool.
she is really not scary when you get to know her. My grandmother, however, was pretty angry, but I think she's fine now.
I mean, I accidentally broke into your house. That's probably a reasonable reaction.
Do you want to maybe sort of elaborate as to how that happened, that you accidentally broke into that?
Yeah, I was running and it was bad, and
Yeah, no, we're probably going to need a little more than that. Running from?
Okay, wait. Right, I just need some sugar or something. And she's just gonna sit there, and it's a really horrible 30 seconds of Skia just eating this.
I'm going to just put a cup of coffee over towards Gear and another sort of little tub of sugar cubes or whatever's there.
Just eat the sugar cubes. It's what happened then.
Yeah, because I think Skia's sat there you can see her mind worrying of I'm so used to not telling people things, but I don't know. This is a unique situation.
Can I insight check to see what would help Skia right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to make an insight check? And it's up to Michelle whether Skia is trying to hide her emotions or is just trying to process them. And she can make either a deception or a persuasion check based on that decision.
Ooh. Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice.
I got an 18 persuasion. I think
with
she's
that,
just trying to process. Yeah.
I think because that's within things I feel like you can get a general sense of what Skia might need in this moment. I don't know if Michelle would like to share that. Maybe just a knife, so she feels protected.
Chandra's got a knife. She's anything.
Ashton's got a knife.
She's sharpening the teaspoon under the table as we speak.
I have another knife now. I've got a spare knife. I've got enough knives to have a spare, so
Knives
I can give you the knife back that you gave to me.
Wow. I think Skia is. I think Ashley would tell that Skia is someone who is not necessarily been feeling like she's been around people she can trust for a while. So I don't know. I feel like Ashley can just give her a look of. It's okay.
There's a definite sense of Skia has been through it and has been out on her own a lot.
Okay, so I think Aisling probably moves a little bit closer to Skia, but shuts the fuck up. Yeah, I know.
When Theo and I both went, what?
Do I need to do a Constitution saving throw for that, or
no?
That's pre-shade. You can have it.
Yeah, I feel like with your insight, I think that's fair. You can get away with that one.
Okay. Yeah, just so she knows that we're on her side, but I'm not bombarding her.
She appreciates it and should take a moment and then takes a deep breath. And says, "I was working at the Imperial Palace. The vizier there felt like his life was being threatened, so I was there to be his bodyguard and keep him safe. And he's been in that position for a long time, and it's weird that he felt in danger, but sometimes that happens and we just go and help out.
Did he say who he was worried about?
No, but
It was a general
things-
sense more than an individual. Certain things had sort of gone wrong in a certain way, and it was like someone was trying to get rid of him. And whilst we're here, Rock, you don't even need to roll a history for this. You know that the Vizier is Boreas Karghammer, and has been since the first Emperor. He is a lovely, sweet old dwarf who is instrumental in keeping the Imperial Palace running. He's the sort of person that everybody is fond of because he's just this doddering old man with lots of stories and lots of time for people. The idea of somebody wishing him harm is horrific.
And it was late, and we heard voices in the throne room, and I went to take a peek. As I am on to do. It's my job to know what's happening.
Which job? The mercenary job or the spying job or?
I think Eugene's just gonna elbow Rock.
Ashling's on the other side of him. She too will hit Rock.
I don't think now's the time.
Rock, shut fuck up.
Yes, that job, Rock. We can get into that now if you want.
Oh no! At first, let's hear as to how you got here, and then we can talk about that. We got plenty of time.
I told
yeah.
you to be nice.
Okay. Oh, things are different now. Okay.
He's sort of died. I think he came back a bit grouchier.
Oh, you got spicier, Eugene. I like it.
You can.
Oh yes, remember you met us when Eugene was still pleasant. But do carry on.
There are physical changes, not just the outfits, but there is an air to each of them. Rock looks physically bigger and a little more hard-worn. Ashling's horns have grown considerably with this long tip of white, and there's a flash to her eyes every once in a while, like light reflects off of something inside them. And Eugene just radiates a level of, not calm yet, but like a little bit more authority and knowledge.
Let's not be ridiculous.
But just a little bit more knowledge and comfort in his position. Like he's still very much the elf that you knew on the Isle of Parshkikk, but there's something older about the way that he looks about the room and handles the situation.
He started going through elf puberty.
Oh.
Not even gonna go there.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I don't know where to carry on. People
In the throne room, you said?
Throne room talking, and it's bad, Rock. And she looks directly at Rock, it is bad. We never really, Sabina, we never controlled the Empire by any means, but we at least felt like we had a hand on the reins, and now I don't think so. And
What? Who was in the throne room? What was happening?
Okay, so there are these 4 people. There's this annoying pale blue city woman. Cityborn, who I think is a Talon.
Pale blue Cityborn pings with Ashling. Callie
Oh, is that from one of
Misthurst
my?
is a pale
Callie.
blue Cityborn with red hair and slight tusks.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
Do you know her? Do you know who she is?
what name did she use at the time?
I don't know her name.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I think I do.
Delilah spoke to her, but she was definitely using a nom de guerre at the time, so she was pretending to be someone else when you first met her.
I think this is my old friend, the triple murderer. Yeah, I think this is one of the Ember's dickheads, Callie. Or
Okay.
that's
Who
the
was
name
she?
she was using for me anyway.
Who was she in the throne room with, and what were they doing?
There was her. There was a fire genasi, really handsome, but you know.
Oh,
Oh my god, you know
Damn
him
it.
too?
That's
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Pyrus is his name.
Okay.
Was there
Okay.
a human man there too?
Yeah,
What? Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that the
yeah.
general?
that is the general.
Yeah. There was General Dogoth, Haradin.
Haradrin. Yeah.
Haradrin.
I think Rock, at the mention of the name, Rock immediately just kind of stands up and goes, sort of still listening, but kind of stands at the other side of the room, sort of just arms crossed.
Uh-oh.
And they were all talking to the fourth person who was sat on the throne,
Oh,
Matrim Restford, the high speaker of the Church
Oh.
of the Dragon.
Your sister's
And-
old nemesis.
Yeah.
Cambor had left by this point, so she wasn't there, but I was there with Delilah, and that you said her name is Callie, the Cityborn?
what? One of.
Right, okay.
Eugene and Ashling, you don't know who Delilah is. Rock, you did not know Skia knows Delilah.
Ooh.
But it does put a few things
think-
in perspective.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Rock is slowly piecing things together, but is not going to interrupt the kind of story yet. And they
I
saw
think
you?
that's a bad room full of. That's a bad group of people.
Yeah,
It's a bad start.
I'm so good at hiding, but she always slips through my fingers when I'm hunting her or like looking for her, or she spotted me this time and I hate it. And they just came for us.
Oh, what shit?
And all we could do was run and fight and run and fight, and
What? Wait, you and Delilah?
yeah.
And where is she?
Back there.
Wait, who's Delilah?
Okay, we'll come to that. It's somebody I know from my childhood.
Shit,
wh-
you know
but
her.
how did you get here?
Someone sent you here, right?
Yeah, the Vizier, he gave me the orb that you now have. And just told me to, well, I think he meant to get it to Cambor, but I thought of you when he said your family name. And next thing I know, he was just
Obviously.
and I don't think the spell kind of like went off right or something. I don't know. I've heard others magic people talk about that thing, but he didn't fully get to finish it because it was kind of a rush. So he just pushed that in my hand and sent me away. And here I am.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know why he wanted this to go to Campbell? Do you know what is in what why?
I don't ask questions. I just do my job. That's like for the smart people to know, you know?
But so they outwardly just attacked you in from the throne room.
It
Worse
was
than
it
that.
was the middle of the night.
Yeah. They summoned strange, shadowy creatures, or rather, Pyrus did.
Oh,
Which
that sounds
would-
familiar. Okay. Okay, Eugene, would you be able to send a message
Yes.
just to Campbell and just ask her if she is okay, and that we need to talk?
Okay. Should I send it now?
Yeah, if that's okay, if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah. I will do so.
Yeah. Just if you could say that she might be in danger, so checking that she's okay, and we probably need to talk soon. That would be great. Just so that if she is okay, she knows to be careful. That'd be good.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around the room for some wine.
Yes.
Even Ashling's drinking now.
Oh, I'm getting this. I'm getting this for Rock.
There
I will
is
cast
Like, if I
Sending.
find some wine, can I pour like an enormous glass of wine for Rock, please?
surreptitiously off to one side, placed with intent, Aramis has left 2 bottles of wine that he knew Rock would need.
There's wine,
Thank
there's
you.
cheese, and there's paracetamol.
Yeah.
And some
Alright.
bandages to touch up Skia.
Yeah,
And some special tea for Eugene as well.
4,000.
Just your
bitches,
grandpa
but-
taking
Specialty. Mhm.
He
That's
is
why
a
Eugene's
high
always so
mage
laid back.
now, after all.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a high mage now.
That's why he's so laid back. He's always stoned
Mushroom
because he's
tea.
drinking his specialty.
Yeah, Eugene definitely could describe him as laid back.
Yes, good point.
Yeah, so chill,
Okay,
guys.
fair
So
enough.
chill. Always chill.
Chill
it's
all the
fine.
time.
Alright,
Well, he's
I'm
laid
gonna
back
pour
in
Rock a
between
few-
bouts of paranoia, so it fits.
Yeah. Oh, but that's a good point. Shit. I'm gonna pour Rock a giant glass of wine, and I'll just start making beverages because fuck it.
And doing something as well.
Yeah. And not gonna, because she knows that if she sits there, she'll say something stupid, and this is very like tense moment. So she's like, oh, just make something.
Alabaster is actively quiet as well. I think he's picking up
Fucking
on your
hell.
tension and the tension in the room, and you could imagine him sitting on like the demon equivalent of sitting on his hands right now.
Yep. Trying to behave himself. That's what I'm doing by making teas for everyone.
There's also an undercurrent of now that he can talk to people, he really wants to talk to Skia.
In a minute.
Yeah. Probably brief her on that before we throw that at her in the middle of all of this.
Wait, Skia knows that I have a demon brain, right?
He knows you have a
Yeah, but she doesn't have
Yeah.
anything to communicate directly with her.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, not
It's not in the
We had
demon
that
group
'cause-
chat yet.
because we had to explain it when the imps showed up at the very
Yeah,
least.
but they flew
so-
out Ashling's butt.
No!
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
Ah, yes, the butt imps.
so-
The Vimps. The Vimps. Oh no.
Fuck imps. Oh my
Oh
god.
no, it's the stinky Vimps again.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I am casting sending.
Yeah.
And sending the message.
Cool. What do you say to Campbell?
What Rock said.
Because this is quite an important message. So, how does Rock want this to go?
So literally what he said. So I fear you're in danger. Are you safe? I think we need to meet soon.
15.
That's it.
Let me mark off spells.
Almost immediately, a reply comes. Oh, Rebecca. Sorry, busy right now. Delilah and I are just embarking on a short trip home. But I will be happy to come and sign some contracts in person soon. Let me know when, at your convenience, where and how we can proceed.
I relay the message.
Did you just get an out of office?
Okay, when Eugene relays that, obviously Skia can hear as well. So I'm like, okay, so Delilah's there.
Okay.
She did just say Delilah's with her, right?
Yeah, she said that her and Delilah
Yeah.
are taking a trip towards home.
Okay, so at least we know Delilah is there and they're both together, but obviously not in a position right now to be completely open.
Would
Although I
you
don't suppose
want-
she could really admit it was us getting in touch anyway.
Eugene and Rock can make either an investigation or insight check.
I'll place a tea, a wine, and a tea in their hands whilst they do this.
Sorry, what check, Chris?
Either an insight or a investigation check.
I went investigation, obviously, and I got a 29.
Cool.
Jesus.
And I went inside and got an unnatural 20.
Nice. For a total of... Oh, that's dirty 20, sorry.
No, that's my full one, yeah.
Yeah. You both pick up on that she deliberately dropped in Rebecca, not only to throw off anyone who might be overhearing, but to indicate that might be where she's headed.
Yeah, that's where we would meet. Okay, and then I'm just going to very briefly, I will just turn to Eugene and Aisling and say, so Delilah is a family friend who Skia is apparently acquainted with as well, which I didn't know, but Delilah does know my family, and she is very well connected in the empire and the workings of the royal families, etc. And she knows my sister well, obviously. So that's all, and they're safe apparently for now. So that's
But
fine.
Delilah's cool. We like Delilah. Okay.
Oh yes, I mean, she can be a little sort of, she gets a bit cocky sometimes, and she thinks she's a bit, but in general,
what a
she's fine. Yes,
nightmare to hang out with someone who's like that.
I know it's honestly it's
Fucking
exhausting
don't know how
sometimes,
you
but
can- yeah, oh my god.
I wonder where she
Uh,
picked that up from, Who taught
other
her
than that, she's very very efficient.
I mean, having spent time with both Campbell and Rock, you feel like it might be a Revolcus trait that she has picked up.
Rubbish. Did you happen to overhear what these people in the throne room were talking about before they saw you, or what they were doing there? Any ideas?
I don't think I caught anything, did I, Chris?
No, not really.
Who dares?
Who dares?
It's a closed meeting. This is a closed meeting.
Apologies, our doorbell has just gone. No,
They can leave a note.
There was barely any time to catch up on what was going on. You heard the voices, you entered, there was an exchange. The voices weren't raised, they were angry, but they were not raised. I think you got enough because you heard the spell casting afterwards. The angry voice was definitely Pyrrhus's.
It fucking was.
The energy he gave off before Callie looked right at you and went, "Oh, hello," was very much, I am not happy with my situation.
Cool. I'll relay that. The feelings I got from their discussion, but no, I don't know what they were discussing, but I don't think it was good.
Oh no, not with those people. I'm absolutely certain it wasn't good. And even worse. So now we now know that the High Seeker of the Church of the Dragon is at least acquainted with, if not working with Pyre and Pyrus, and yay! The General. Super. Good. This is all great. Rock just going to sit down and literally just knock back a glass of wine, and like you
So-
can see he's just completely
Ashley was
overwhelmed.
already refilling it behind him.
Do you think it was them that were trying to get rid of the Vizier?
I think they have they are going for control over the Emperor, and the Vizier would be someone getting in their way. Is that right? Am I saying things that make sense?
That's a really nice assumption. That feels comfortable to you.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any political power, but he has served the Emperor's family since they first decided to become emperors. He is the only person who remains of the kingdom of Miscrium that the Empire took over. He served the king beforehand and was the person who, also the Dragon Lord beforehand, and was the person who came to the Emperor to say, it's gone too far, I need your help in overthrowing him. Allegedly. That's the story that's always been told in history. He's considered a national hero. But from what you've seen, he's just a very gentle, kind old man who just cares about people. And apparently knows how to teleport people.
I mean, from what I know of him growing up there, he would probably, in fact, I'm sure he would not be involved in anything that involved hurting or manipulating people, or that is most definitely not something he would approve of. Although he may not be a particularly outspoken figure now, he would probably be in the way if someone was trying to influence the Emperor. Or at least he would certainly be an annoyance, keeping a check on anything that happens, or at least, telling the Emperor that he may have overstepped, etc. So, yeah, I can imagine they'd want to get rid of him, although why all three of them would be there in the Empire in the throne room is... why?
Alarming.
Oh, no, wait.
Mm.
They probably moved to the Empire because we managed to flush them out of other places.
Cool.
I mean, it's a great place to hide because...
This is really, really bad. This is
Mhm.
really
Yeah, no,
bad.
this is bad.
Skia, you don't know anything about these people?
Do I know anything about these people?
Matrim Risford is head of the Church of the Eastern Dragon. He is a very highly regarded figure. He was personally appointed as the seat of faith by the young emperor. It's not uncommon for the head of that church to be seat of faith, because although many gods are worshipped, generally the Miscrium Imperial line worship the Eastern Dragon, so nobody sort of batted an eyelid when that was kind of done. He's caused a lot of waves in the Empire. He's not a popular figure. He's a reformist he's a traditionalist in as much as he wants things to go backwards to when to kind of the second emperor and the first emperor's time, as opposed to the current emperor who has preached peace and connection and trade.
I wonder what it's like to have a backwards government.
I know.
I'm not projecting anything at all.
Tell you what must really get you down on the day-to-day. He came to the ball, though, remember? He was there.
Yes,
He really wanted to speak to you.
Yeah, he kind of was the one who kind of cornered me, and then I was basically just shady as fuck to him.
Yeah, because
I know, it's a shock. I know.
Your sister also firmly put him back in his place, because although he is
Yeah.
the seat of faith, he does not outrank a representative of a high house.
Church
No,
and
and he
state
doesn't get to-
separate, bitch.
He doesn't get to decide sort of policy and stuff, but he
Exactly. He
thinks
gets to
he does.
advise, but he thinks he has that.
So yeah, I'll
Callie,
just remind them of seeing him, you know.
Callie, you met at the ball in. Go and watch Skia Sweetheart so you can get the full event. Where she was helpful in a vague sort of way, but you all
That
felt like
sounds
she was
about right.
testing you or trying to figure you all out. Delilah had a longer conversation with her than anybody, except for maybe Kaja. But
Poor them.
she was very close. She was helpful in as much as it seemed to suit her, and she stole something from that party that whilst you were busy. Which you're not entirely certain, but you think might have been another dragon mask.
Yeah.
Pyron Pyrus, you've never met him before. He's fairly much a striking figure. You're fairly certain you would have seen him. And the general, his history precedes him. Like, he was banished by the young emperor, or the young emperor's father, for crimes so horrific that even the empire couldn't write it off anymore in the name of conquest.
Sounds like a cool guy.
Just a chill
Lovely
dude.
group of people.
Yeah.
For Pyron, you're going to need to
Good
ask
God.
these three a little bit more details.
Yeah. So you know who this you know this Pyron?
Yeah, he's a
Well,
twat.
Ashling stalked him at a ball once. So.
Only a little bit. You
I
saw how
get it.
pretty he was.
Yeah, I get it.
He's
But
a
bad?
Okay.
It always happens.
I know.
He's involved with an organization called the Embers.
Very
And-
involved. Same with Callie.
They're both-
Haradrim has been, well, he was using a different name,
Okay.
but he was in charge of the Embers.
Oh, okay.
We've run into their plans a lot over the past several months.
And disrupted loads of them too.
Yeah,
Nice.
they don't really love us. They've been perfecting summoning magic, gathering resources, Aether Crystal,
Demon corpses.
yeah, remains of powerful demons
Yeah.
from the realm of dust and shadows. And
Okay.
most concerningly, I'm pretty sure that they're in league with the worm that devours.
That
No
doesn't
need for a
sound good.
religion check on that one. That's the most
Oh.
evil of the gods.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's sort of an interplanar situation going on right now. And there's sort of a possibility that I'm sorry, this is quite a lot of information.
No, keep going, keep going.
But so the Great Worm is in the prison realm of fire, right, where he was
yeah, but he's been
captive,
kept since
and
yeah.
Basically been slowly making his way free, or trying to get access to the realm of dust and shadows, where the empty 13th seat resides. Basically, I believe that it's his intention to place someone on that seat. My theory is that it's intended for Haradrim. And whoever sits on that throne will get the powers of a god. and that plane is connected to every other plane, every world in existence. So it's kind of a big deal that we don't let a genocidal mass murderer inherit that.
No, I think that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, we shouldn't do that. Okay.
And it seems like they're trying to gain control in the Empire, because I don't know. I imagine it's part of the plan to subjugate and control basically the entire realm.
Okay. This was bad. This was this was
so
bad,
when
and now
said it
it's
was
like
bad. It's really
Yeah.
it's more bad now.
Yeah.
yeah. We actually just were in the realm of dust and shadows recently.
Just got back, kind of.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, big war. We were just there for a war.
Yeah.
I was a
Briefly.
T-Rex for a while.
There's
That is true. She was, in fact, a very effective T-Rex in battle. Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear more about that later.
Maybe a
please.
story for later. Yeah, there's currently a war happening there because there's a big rift that's growing between the plane of dust and shadows and the realm of fire where the worm is kept. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I need to tell you.
Oh, and the Sky Shield is
the Sky Shield's probably
falling.
going to fail, and we're all going to die. And if we don't, if we don't fix it, we're pretty much
serious in as much as Eugene is the only person who knows the spell that can fix it.
You know the AL that we fought when you were, when we met you and you were, upper end and all that. So remember when the AL fell and there was like a crash and it was all. That's probably something that kind of impacted the Sky Shield. So we may have, in some ways, been partly responsible for some of this. But at this point, it's at least, at least it's nice to know that everything is kind of related. Although I am still a little unclear as to why people keep trying to kill me.
People are trying to kill you?
Yes, I was stabbed a couple of weeks ago. Here, in fact, it was in one of the most protected places I could think of, or nearby anyway. By apparently a cult of the dragon, who appeared to have infiltrated a small village with a number of people for some unknown reason. So I get that we as collective, as a group, have kind of annoyed the Embers, etc. for, a while now. I get that, but I'm a little unclear on the Cult of the Dragon involvement on murdering me. But anyway,
They kept referring to Rock as the false heir. You don't have any idea what that might mean.
You haven't heard that floating around anywhere.
You don't know anything about the Cult of a Dragon, or like...
You know about the Cult of the Dragon, the big history with the Empire and the problem with that.
But like, specifically, like...
Why Rock?
Any talk of like a dragon king or any experience of people trying to control dragons or like there used to be these things.
Can I insight here, please?
Dragon masks that people would use to like subjugate dragons. That's what they used when they summoned Tharsics.
That'd be a 23.
Nothing like that happening in the Empire.
So my question to...
I mean, you know a lot of people.
My question to Michelle at this point is, Rock is trying to insight check you. How is Skia trying to repress her emotions, or is this all cards on the table time for Skia?
I think it's all cards on the table kind of thing, but not intentionally. It's just she's like trying to like not throw up from the thought of like because she was like, hey, my like country is in trouble, and it's like, oh, you think the country's in trouble? A whole realm.
Sit down.
Yeah. yeah, it really was that. Like, oh, you think no problem.
This is probably the best D&D example I've ever seen of here, hold my trick.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Skia visibly goes a couple of shades paler at the mention of controlling dragons.
I think Rock's going to just not interrupt until Eugene has finished that kind of summation, and then I think uncharacteristically quietly, Rock's just going to lean forward and just say to Skia, so you do know about the dragons and things? Because I saw you change color there for a moment, so
Like
can you help us fill in some of these gaps? Because
well, I guess, yeah. I was doing a job, and I found those masks.
Wait, you found them? What? Where?
The location has left my mind.
It has left Chris's mind as well because it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Was it
You found them in the miniseries called
the Empire,
Geas.
though, right?
It
Yeah,
was in
the
the
Empire.
Empire. It was on the estate of a lesser noble.
And it was like an auction for them, right?
No,
Or-
the auction was a
cover. That was it.
and the actual person who owned the estate was an unknown proxy.
That was it, yeah.
As sweethearts. No,
Okay.
that's yes,
I
cool.
keep all my notes in different places.
No, it's okay.
No.
That is not what I need. I will find that name. It's a lesser noble who Rock will recognise. A collector of a well-known collector of like artifacts and history and stuff like that. Bit of a fop, generally regarded as a nice person, just a little, you know, weird. But he was a proxy, and it was his assistant, his very jealous assistant, and friends in the cult of the dragon who were involved.
Yeah. Skia will give them like the cliff notes of Skia's sweethearts, essentially. Like,
Yeah,
Nice.
probably not mention the other agents you were working with.
No.
Skia's going to send them a link to watch.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Don't forget to like,
Come
comment,
back.
and subscribe, guys.
Watch this 4-episode miniseries on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then come back. Yeah, she's not going to mention it. She's going to give them the version of, I was there as a bodyguard for Delilah, and that's, you know, and then we found these things, and we heard they were bad, so we destroyed them. We thought we destroyed them all, though.
Except for, you know, of course, that Estri went to chase where they came from as well.
Yes.
And you know that Rock knows that Estri has gone missing because...
Is that why he went missing?
In the letter.
Well, he's looking for them, yeah.
Have you
heard from him?
anything? No, obviously, neither of us have. I knew he was missing.
Someone looking though, right? We asked Julie.
Yeah.
Julie.
I was going to say, I asked Julie to put feelers out to all of her contacts too, but I haven't spoken to her since I asked her that. So,
You know, he might just be undercover, you know, blending in.
That's true. That's possible. Can we just go back to the part where you said that there is a mask that got away, or so there is another mask out there.
That Callie took.
Well, we know that there's definitely at least one mask out there because we encountered those drakes, sky drakes,
But
that
is
were
that-
being controlled by dragon masks.
So I've been working under the assumption that we destroyed them all, and I had a feeling Callie stole something that night, and now
Okay.
that
No,
must
that
have been what she
I'm pretty sure there's others out there that
we don't know where they're coming from, like how they're being made, anything. I really want to give you as much information as I can, but I need you to know I just get like told what to do and I do it. I don't really
I don't
ask
have questions.
I don't ask questions. They just go, "Hey, this thing's bad," and I go, "Okay, I'll deal with it."
You've
No,
already told us
what
about
you've
loads of
told
helpful
us,
stuff.
yeah, or what you've told us already is helpful.
Hey, just real quick, why would Callie want a mask, and why would that help the worm?
because they can use them to control dragonkind.
Yeah, but how logistically does that help?
Dragons are powerful.
Well, yeah.
Do you remember the,
To
the
do what?
first?
Yeah, I know
Do you
that
remember
bit,
the
but if the
first
war is
sort of-
happening in the realm of dust and shadows, what, they're going to drag some dragons in there?
Well, I don't.
We went there.
And also, they're clearly trying to control the Empire and the wider scattered lands, probably. So
The Empire has a very complicated history with dragons and dragon cults,
suffocating
etc.
people.
Oh, that's just sort of their MO. But if they can muster up enough fervor using dragons and dragonkind, and apparently trying to influence the Emperor, the Empire has once been a force that subjugated most of the scattered lands and killed many, many people. It's not unreasonable to think that they're trying to use it to do something
especially
equally.
if General Haradrim is involved.
He was
That guy.
a genocidal maniac years ago. I am pretty certain by now he's probably wound himself up to be even worse, because I don't think he's turned into a pleasant old man from what we've
Probably
seen.
don't want him to be a god then.
But what this doesn't explain
no.
what this has to do with you.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know either, but I know, well, I now know that Campbell wanted whatever is on here. And I had asked her to look into some information for me, so I need
What kind of information?
about the history of my family.
Okay.
Because we had already had various people mentioning things about my past and my family that I didn't understand,
And they're calling you false heir all the time.
which doesn't make any sense whatsoever,
No.
because everybody is very aware of my family's connections to the throne, and our whole house has a very clear lineage that's been very public. So it's not like there's any skeletons that would pop out the closet or that. So anyway, I asked Campbell to have a look if she could potentially find anything that we weren't aware of.
I'm just gonna say this because I feel like I have sort of direct personal experience of this recently, but you might not entirely know the whole story of your family lineage. There might be.
Oh no, I mean, this is a completely different situation.
Well, I'm just saying I thought I
Right, all right, fine, you're right.
And all
That's
of a
why.
sudden, my mum is actually a secret hero, and I'm part of some really important elf family.
Well,
So
you're
you never
already
know
part of
what's-
an important family, so.
I just found out that I have actual parents. They're dead,
What?
but you know.
Well,
Well, we don't.
Congratulations, and I'm
Sure,
sorry.
Well, I mean, I knew I had them, but I never saw them. and yeah, don't worry, ignore me.
Really? I mean, hadn't we always assumed that you were just going to you leapt into existence when you needed to be?
To quote Katya, I came out the gay lake.
It's holding a cartographer's kit.
Yeah, we haven't quite filled you in on everything that's happened. Aisling was given to a hag who placed her in an orphanage of arsonists and knife-wielding maniacs, and
I was the arsonist.
and the
Nice.
knife-wielding maniac, from what I can tell.
Nice.
And there's still some of them. But anyway, yeah. So that's a whole thing. And anyway, to your point, Eugene, that's why I asked Campbell in case there was things that I was not aware of. I haven't been there for a while. I just asked her to look around. But if it's something that's put her or the Vizier at risk, then it's obviously important. So I need to make a plan to meet with her. And Cloud's Can seems to be the only place that we can do that, where it would not be suspicious for her to return to see Rebecca. So when we are done here, we can make a plan, and I can go back to Cloud's Cairn, or we can go back, whatever, and meet with Rebecca and Campbell, and maybe she can at least shed some light on my role in attracting chaos.
Chris, would Skia know anything or have any idea about why people are wanting Rock dead?
Make me a history check.
I'm so
Because
good
he's
at that.
really fucking obnoxious sometimes. That's probably why.
Oh
I
wait,
mean, you
I
met
can.
him.
Can I give Skia +4?
Yeah, you can see Skia kind of. And, Eugene has a fancy new staff which clicks and whirs, and you're suddenly covered in a little purple aura for a second, and you feel a little bit smarter.
I see things. This is cool.
No, you don't see anything better. Trust me.
Oh.
You don't notice anything better.
Oh,
You might be able to
remember
know
things.
things.
You can recall
Yeah.
historical facts easier.
15 history.
15. Ravorka's family are one of the great houses who existed as one of the
Stop.
great clans before the empire was formed. They were also one of the first clans to join with the first emperor in conquest of Mistrew. They were there at the start.
Well, it was a misunderstanding. It was.
When the dust settled and the nation was formed, they opted not to stand on the High Council. Instead, claiming their own lands, which they had historically always had, taking in human and dwarven refugees from the kingdoms that were disrupted, and settling down to rule as a peaceful external family. It is only recently that they have become a high house at the request of the young emperor. Rock's mum took the title of High Matriarch and sits not only on the Matriarch's Council as she is supposed to, but also on his advisory board as one of the great houses representing. So she is both a leader of a great house and a leader of a high house. There are only 2 other Dragonborn families that are like that.
Ooh, so would this mean some people might be upset that House Travorcus is now like getting higher, or could it be?
Yeah, it's a particular bugbear amongst the dwarves because the clan that the seat that she replaced was previously the one that was sat in by a proven member of the cult of the dragon.
Oh, okay. Skia's gonna just say all that stuff, probably not as eloquently, but just like, oh, maybe it's considered a man's seat and stuff.
What? No, I think Rock's probably like, no, that can't have anything to do with it. And then as soon as Gia mentions that it was someone from the Cult of the Dragon that was there before, I think Rock's like, no. Well, I mean, maybe.
And if
Still doesn't explain why they're targeting you, though, Rock.
And because wouldn't they target Campbell?
They
if
would
they were
target
like,
Yes.
Campbell. She would be the heir to that seat.
And it's not like they try to, I don't know, ransom me back to my mother or something. They twice, well, several times now, have tried to just eliminate me. And so it doesn't make sense, because that would not in any way change my mother's mind or seat on the, or Campbell for that matter. If anything, knowing how stubborn they are, it'll probably just make them dig their heels in. So that's why I'm a little unclear as to what the point is. But anyway, Campbell is the only person who could shed a little light, maybe, on this. That's all I can think of right now. And other than that, I don't know what we're doing.
Okay.
There's a gentle knock at the door.
Oh, hang on, before that happens, though, I think just as soon as Rock pauses there, and then he's just going to go, also, why did you lie about being our friend?
For God's sake!
What?
Well, I want to know.
Yes.
I didn't lie. I liked you guys. You were fun. You were cool. You know, jumped up dragons and you helped people. I didn't
You were
lie.
paid. It was literally a job for you.
Well, I can't do two things at once.
Yeah, those two things can be true at the
Oh,
same
don't you
time.
encourage her.
No, it's true though.
Yeah, I mean, Rock is absolutely awful and amazing at the same time.
Did he say that in the group chat or just
No,
to
just
me?
to you, because
Okay.
he's waiting until you've done it's okay to talk to Skia.
Alright, I'll
Because
give
he's
him
not
a
stupid.
I'll give him a little mental high five.
Well, it just felt a little sort of awkward to find that someone who we thought was a friend was paid to do a job and be there to supervise us, especially
But
by
then she
Sabina.
was our friend, okay?
I
Then
am.
she was our friend.
Look, I am sorry. Okay. You were kind of like one of my first jobs. It was really fun. And then afterwards it kind of sucked because I was like, oh, they'll think that I didn't really like them and I was just doing it for a job. Oh, maybe
Me
they'll
and
hate
Eugene
me.
didn't think that.
Oh, thanks.
Don't be ridiculous. If we hated you, it'd be easier.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I
He doesn't hate you.
That's his way of saying he forgives you, by the way.
I said no such thing.
No, you didn't
No,
need
but
to.
that's what was it implied.
In time, maybe.
That's fine. That's take
like
all the time you need.
Although I am glad that you didn't get crisp fried as you came through the wards protecting a highly reclusive and important house of the
Well,
Elven
she
Empire.
totally did. She just didn't die from it.
What do you mean
Well, yes, that was kind of my point.
Oh, okay.
What? Not
highly
reclusive.
reclusive?
You live in a city that no one can track that disappears randomly. That's pretty reclusive.
Definition of gated community.
Jesus.
Gate kept community, in fact.
Gate kept girl bossed gaslit community.
We just said it in reference to the family, so.
Yes, but this is Rock. He thinks of the whole place as being your family's. You're the only family he knows well here. This is your city now.
Your house?
We
Your
should,
Anyway.
we should probably answer the door.
Oh yes, there's probably someone
knocks.
standing out there really awkwardly for a while now.
Oh yeah.
Your
I'll go answer the door.
grandpa Aramis opens the door and comes in and goes, "Oh, still very tense in here. Why don't you all take 5 minutes and get some fresh air? I'll
Go run around outside.
I will
Yeah,
get
try
the,
yourself
I will get the
out.
Needing
refreshments
it.
sorted out here.
Have a fruit shoot, have a sit
and
down.
You can carry on once you've had a breath. Been in here a good couple of hours now, so
What?
Oh, really?
Shit.
hello, I'm Aramis Zillman. You are delightful. I don't think I've ever
Oh, I'm
met
so
a
sorry,
people
but-
quite like you.
We're terribly rude. This is Skia, as we mentioned to you, but Skia, this is Aramis, Eugene's grandpa,
Oh, cool.
and has
Hi.
been most hospitable to us since we just landed on their doorstep. Really, well, not quite landed like you did, but we did at least tell them we were going to land on their doorstep. But Anyway,
They're the best.
Anyway, go stretch your legs, grab a breath of fresh air. Skia, for your own safety, please stay with your friends for now. Just whilst we're getting everything smoothed over and everyone is a little bit tense still, your arrival was dramatic. And I've met
Hell
Rock.
yeah.
what they're trying to say is if you stray terribly far, Eugene's grandmother may just kill you.
Oh, that would be a fun fight.
Mm.
Oh my god.
No, it wouldn't. She
No.
would disintegrate.
Wait, no.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I would not.
Okay. Skia just takes a step back and stands behind Eugene. Okay.
Oh.
Right. I will get everything sorted out in here. Feel free to use this room for the rest of the day if you need to. Nobody else is going to interrupt you. And with that, they kind of chase you out into the gardens for a minute. And that is a great excuse for us to have a break. It's almost like method.
We can go have our zoomies.
I need to go run around outside for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And your cats.
Cool.
To find your cats or just generally?
Yeah.
Just generally.
We will be back about 5-2. Go stretch, take a grab a drink. We're going to use the facilities and the like. We will see you very, very shortly.
Oh, my bones. Okay, love.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. We are back, and we have, of course, at this time of day, an Ollie joining us. Hello, Ollie.
Master Oliver has
It's got to the
joined.
point where he knows. Like
He knows,
He was just
yeah.
waiting at the window for me when I came back in.
It's become part of his routine as well. Before our break, we discovered what actually had happened to Skia, how she ended up back in the lives of Parshkikk's Chosen. And they shared their journey, connecting some dots and making a clearer picture of what may be happening in the Scattered Lands and what they are fighting against and fighting for. They have been told by Grandpère Zilman to have a nice walk around, get some stretch to their legs, and you return to the estate. He's freshened up all the drinks and laid out some food. They have stoked the fire, and they are sitting in there with a woman that Skia has not seen before, an older female elf with quite luxurious hair that is kind of like a auburney blonde, sort of strawberry blonde sort of colour. Definitely touches of grey. She's has the ageless features of an elf, and she's sitting holding the hand of Aramis, and she has a smile which you can insight check if you like.
Yes. Am I about to get murdered?
That's a murder smile, that.
That's a murder smile.
Whenever anyone says you can insight their smile, I mean, that's
Yeah.
not a great sign.
25.
Jeez.
Amazing. That smile is well practiced, and it is the smile of a politician who is doing something she does not want to do. There is, underneath it, there is an edge. A dangerous edge.
That's me when I answer the door to Joho.
Yeah, exactly that sort of energy. She smiles and stands up. It is nice to see you up and about. My name is Taletta Zillman. This is mine and my partner's estate that you have found yourself in. First off, are you well?
I am very well, thank you. You have been nothing but hospitable to me, so thank you for that.
And she turns to their partner and nods, and then turns to Eugene. And you are satisfied with her answer as to how she got here?
Yeah, yes. There was an emergency.
In which case,
she didn't intend to come here.
Okay.
I'm afraid it was largely my fault in a way, in that Skia was actually trying to reach my sister in the emergency, and unfortunately, because we are better acquainted, the magic kind of ended up sending her here. So I'm terribly sorry about that, but it's Skia's not to blame, and it was certainly not intended as an intrusion.
The council have spoken, and we are in agreement that Skia can remain in the city and in this estate. She is your responsibility, Eugene. Also, if she accompanies you forward, like Rock, she must undergo a Geas.
Yeah.
That is not... I push back on that under the circumstances, but it was felt that a lot of concessions had been made in the last 48 hours, and that perhaps something showing willing from our side was required. I did try, but I have settled on a year and a day rather than a life, Geas.
Okay.
Took some doing. Skia, I am to understand that you lost some of your equipment. Mostly your cloak was particularly beyond repair when it arrived.
No.
As a show of goodwill and a welcome to New Doan as a refugee from the Empire, I would like to present you with a gift. And she reaches in and pulls out a poncho, a beautiful dark poncho that is not amazingly dissimilar from the one that you loved to pieces. But I think, Eugene, you can pick up a small ring of magic when it kind of unfurls. We've had it altered to your taste, but this is, I think you'll find, a suitable replacement. And she passes over to you a cloak of displacement.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
What it do?
While you wear this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in place near your actual location, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. This property is suppressed while you are incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move.
Does it also have the equivalent of a fantasy ankle monitor?
I was thinking the same thing.
You're on
Who can say
probation here.
Yeah, you would need to give that a real good look over with someone who's.
But yeah, with
specialist
my
in arcane.
Arcana, that's going to be so good. I'll work that out in seconds.
He's like, what's the flashing red light around the neck here? I
Don't
don't
worry about it.
Hopefully, this will help any emergency situations like the one you just had be less painful.
Thank you. That is
and less invasive for other people.
very kind of you. Again, I am very sorry that I didn't use the front door.
I would prefer it next time, to be honest. Right, I am certain you have still much to catch up on, and I mostly came down here to make sure that your grandpa was not listening at the door. True, fair. But I shall see you all later. Eugene, Rock and Ashling, take your time with this, but the council would like to arrange your next journey with you as soon as possible.
Oh.
I think they would like it done and out of the way before they've had a chance to think about it too much.
Okay.
Yeah, understood.
It's very tense at the moment all around, but you are welcome, Skia. And you do see that she has softened, like having talked to you and kind of got acknowledgement from your friends that you're okay. It seems like that has melted away. She's still cautious, but she at least accepts that you are here. And she takes her partner's hand. Who's like, oh, we're going now. Oh, okay, we're going. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, nice to meet you. Bye.
They know you're not a cop, so you're cool now.
Oh my god.
Oh, Skia, I meant to mention this sooner, but we contacted Sabina while you were still unconscious, and she replied just to tell us to basically keep you here with us, and she said don't go back to the Empire. At least, like,
I would assume she knows.
Yeah. Okay, well that answers the first question that I was figuring out of, like, what do I do now, Okay, don't go back to the Empire. I'm glad she's safe, at least.
And I guess in a way, I mean, it probably doesn't feel like it to you, but this is probably one of the safest places you could be. I mean, no one can really get into New Doan that easily unless they're
That getting flash fried.
teleported in.
That's true.
You totally believe that your gran is going to look into that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Can I just, like, hang out with you guys for a bit then? Like,
Oh
it
yeah,
sounds
we
like
weren't
you
going to
got
give
some-
you a choice. Yeah, you totally are hanging out with us.
Okay.
We're about to do a thing, and
Oh, cool.
to do
Come do a
said
thing.
you totally can come with us, and that would be great. But you will have to take a Geas.
A
So
geese?
you'll have.
It's not right. Okay, I had
Yeah.
this as well. It's not the
I don't have one.
poultry-related bird.
Basically, just a promise, a magical promise that
Oh.
you can't break, or you'll die a little.
Just a little. Okay.
It's like a secret tripwire that if you tell the secret, the tripwire goes off, and boom, in the head.
I mean, I'm
So
quite good at keeping secrets, so I think that's.
You
I was going to
are.
say you are. I mean,
Yeah,
it is your kind of area of expertise, isn't it? Really, secrets and
just a
lying and stuff. Yeah.
cautionary thing. It's like secret elf business, and
Oh.
I think Ashling's like, oh no, they totally learnt this shit from the Fae that live with them.
Yeah, it's elf stuff. Like, yeah, okay.
This is cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
TM.
when I said secret elf
Oh,
stuff, I meant the secret that they're keeping is secret elf stuff, not the
Yeah,
magic.
that's fair. Not the magic.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
The magic is goat stuff. for
So
sure.
it's just gonna be like, like they don't want it getting out. That's why we're taking it. It's not like I don't know. They're gonna tell us something that's really bad, and they're like, "Aha! You
This-
can't do anything about it now."
You know how
Maybe they
in the
might.
Empire there are certain things that would be shared with even perhaps the dancers and things like that, but that if they thought it was going to get out of the Empire, they would feel it would be it would leave the Empire vulnerable if people knew state secrets. It's that kind of secret.
Oh, so it's like, we just do it old school. Then you have magic that can get rid of people. We just, make people fly.
And
Out
don't
of
let them
windows.
land well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's just a thing to keep state secrets secret, and this is as far as state secrets go for them. This is a big secret to share
The
with.
statiest of secretists there could be.
Okay.
Also, bear in mind that this is New Doan, which is famous for not allowing insiders to be here, and we are not only outsiders to be here. We are not only outsiders, we are also from the Empire. So they are actually being very forthcoming about that.
Well, technically, Skia is not an outsider.
What? I'm from the Empire. I'm an Empire baby.
Yeah, well, yes, but I meant more like your lineage.
Don't know what you're on about.
Oh,
I'm a tiefling.
You know the partially flash frying you?
Hmm.
There's a reason it was only partial.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reason you're not completely, dead, is because you have elven lineage. I'm really sorry. I just assumed that was something that you would know.
Oh, I know it. I just don't
thank God.
really talk about it.
I thought I was like giving you some kind of
Oh.
mind
Oh
blowing.
no! It's
Secret.
okay.
We've had a lot of family secrets come to the surface in the
Yeah,
last few months.
sometimes all of a sudden you find out that Anyway,
No, it's
So-
okay.
yeah, technically you are welcome in New Doan because you're an elf.
Technically, you're welcome.
Yeah.
But given the way that you got here and as Rock said, you're from the Empire.
Yeah, that's fine. I can be chill.
Yeah, please be chill because technically you're my responsibility.
And if Eugene
And
gets a B
I'm-
plus, he's going to be really pissed off.
I'm really trying to make a good impression because I didn't know that I had this part of my family. Like I only just met them, and I'm really trying to make a good impression.
This
Oh
is
yes,
what-
he goes. Wait, he goes by Eugene Zillman now.
Eugene Zillman? Oh my god.
I know.
Wait, do you? Oh, okay. That's so cool. Cause like, I know we didn't talk much, but you were just like, I don't know. You grew up on like a farm, right?
Yeah. I grew up on a farm with my mum and my dad, who I think you met them both.
Yeah, your dad's so cool. And your mum, actually.
Well, it's not really. He's a bit much.
The mum's cool though.
Oh, his mum is very cool. She's
Yeah, she's very
amazing.
And also, all Eugene's family are like obsessed with him, so like, he doesn't actually need to
It's
worry
true.
about making a good impression because they're already deeply in love with him.
Oh,
But,
that's so
we've got
nice.
to just like, I know it's so cute and lovely, but we've got to just.
He didn't know they existed 2 weeks ago. A week later, they're giving him the keys to the house and letting him walk around the city.
And letting his friends crash here. That's very cool.
Literally.
Letting
Impression. I think
letting
the
a
impression-
dragonborn from the Empire walk around. I mean, that's unheard of.
They let me back.
Oh yes, Aisling was thrown out here before. I don't know if we mentioned
Yeah.
that.
I think the impression that you guys picked up is that they've known about Eugene and Evelyn for a long time. It's just that they have had to respect Valindra's decision. and
Eugene
waited
hasn't known about
patiently.
them for a long time.
Which is why they're like, oh my god, you're so amazing. We want to like because they've been excited for this for a long time.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Uh-oh, is Michelle gone still for everyone?
Oh no!
Yeah. I am going to just refresh. If everyone wouldn't mind, just very quickly.
Oh, she's
refreshing
back.
everyone.
I'm back. I'm
back.
sorry.
Cool.
I think it was me. I think it was my internet. It
is Twitch is playing up because I've noticed you all had little lag spikes and stuff like that, but you're back.
Oh shit, really?
You're fine.
Yeah, I had to refresh as well.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
what?
So Chris is going to refresh and let's see if everything goes tits up.
No,
Hey!
it all seems fine at the moment, so we're gonna push ahead.
Nikki says it's Twitch. Fuck you, Twitch.
Twitch.
Nikki always says it's
Blame
Twitch.
Sorry.
What a Twitch.
Twitch twat.
Very good.
Right.
I didn't say that.
So you are still discussing the Geas and what it means.
Yeah, so if you want to come on our next mission, you have to agree to the spell.
This is like
I
a
ever
permanent.
agree to one of them.
My grandmother said she'd managed to get it down to a year and a day instead of like forever. So
Okay, so
Rock had to do it too.
okay, and in theory, then you said a year and a day. Does that mean after a year and a day, if I said it,
Yeah,
I wouldn't get murdered? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Okay. What about accidentally saying stuff? Oh god. Okay.
I don't think the spell allows you to, does it?
Oh.
It doesn't prevent you, but if you actively try to, it will damage you. If you
Yeah.
successfully do,
Oh.
it damages you a lot.
A lot. Yeah. So if you just
Damages you
accidentally
to
said
death.
it would just like hurt. And then be
Okay.
like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to.
Okay. Yeah.
You would probably
Small
feel a
brain
pressure in your
aneurysm.
brain, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I need to
I
back
need
off
to
of
not talk
that.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lobotomy light.
It's not like
All I can say is I really hope none of us sleep talk.
or you'll probably just be woken up. To be fair, it's not like modify memory where it's just gone. There's like a physical reaction. It's just kind of one of the reasons it's a bit nastier in some respects. Trust the Fae to come up with something worse than modify memory.
What do you mean?
A brain bomb.
Brain bomb.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I would give you the details of the thing we're about to do before you agree to it, but I can't tell
yeah.
you that until you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then yeah. Let's get that geese, man.
Get some geese stuff in here.
Let's get the goose. Who's got the goose and we can get these geese going?
Press Y to
Woohoo!
mark.
Goose party.
Well done.
Nice. God, I want to play that now.
I love that game.
So, Where? Oh, never mind. Can't talk about it in front of Skia.
Oh, you'll go
NDA, NDA.
NDA.
So who's got the geese?
Do I need to go somewhere?
I
and do
haven't got a
something?
geese. Also, Avalon, a cobra chicken for a goose is the fucking best thing I've ever heard.
And the most
So
accurate.
That's amazing.
It's so good.
That is so spot on.
Um,
Oh my god, that's so good.
There's I think if you guys are finished and you do not need to catch up anymore, I think you know that you can probably go and find your grandparents or your aunt, and they would help you organise the next steps.
Mhm.
If you would like to do that.
Okay.
If we're ready.
I just want to make sure I have all my things. All my knives, please.
Oh yeah, where do we get your stuff back? Because we know
Probably
your
the same
your
place you start
poncho's
asking about the
a bit
gears.
crispy.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
I have a
The
really
doorman's
impor-
got them.
I have an important question.
Yeah.
I know my cloak got ruined, and I've got a very lovely one now. Did my sunglasses get broken as well?
All your magical items
Yes.
survived.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know that they have, when you put them on, you know that they have repaired your clothes or replaced them with the same sort of gear,
Okay. Cool.
which is
So you're
nice
not
of
wearing
them.
a nightgown anymore.
No, I put my new clothes on. Oh, right, like the old ones.
Yeah, so subtle differences and things, but you are now fully dressed in new equipment.
Looking sickening.
Yeah.
So you finish up chatting, and you head out into the hallway. There are staff members working around, and you grab one of them, and oh yes, I will go and get your aunt, Master. So bear with me, and disappears off. Come back a little bit later with Stadia on stepping ahead. I take it you're finished, or do you need something else?
Skia has agreed to accompany us on our mission, I guess, and she's going to take Geas.
I'll have a geese.
You're going to take a Geas. Okay. I'll arrange that then. Are you good to go now, all of you?
I think so, right?
What time of day is it, by the way?
It's probably mid-afternoon, early evening-ish.
Okay.
I think they still need some time to make the arrangements for the actual journey, but I'm certain that we can organise the gears at the very least.
Yeah, if we could do the bits and bobs that we need
Absolutely. She weaves some runes in the air, which you recognise as sending, and she says, "Stone, if you're free, can I bring Parshkikk's Chosen and their friend down to you for the geese?" And she stops and listens. "That's fine. Come with me, please. We're not going to take cloud cards. That's as Pear's particular little joy. I have a quicker way. Bear with me." And she walks back to her office, which she opens. You guys see Barnabas. I think it's the first time the skier seen Barnabas. A little ferret sitting on a book, and he's currently holding a smaller book, which he's writing notes in, and he's got like 4 tomes in front of him. Barnabas, could you open the second passage, please? I need to get to Stone. You need some equipment, though, Skia, so bear with me 1 second whilst Barnabas does that. She steps outside and calls for somebody.
Ski's just staring at Barnabas, like,
Just
oh
kind
my
of like
God.
looking away and suddenly
I
stops.
know.
And little nose twitches and kind of turns around slowly. Hello?
oh my God, you speak. Hello.
Skia, this is
Yes.
Barnabas. Barnabas, this is our friend Skia.
Hi, Barnabas.
Pleasure to meet. Oh, a pleasure to meet you and to see you up and about again. Sorry, I didn't
Oh, thank
recognize
you.
you. Awake.
That's fine.
Without the crispy bits and the
Yes.
black charring. Yeah.
Out of
This mug.
context, I didn't recognize you awake is the creepiest sentence anyone can say to you.
It's true.
Yes.
Things you never
So
want to hear from anyone
disconcerting.
ever.
Yeah, Ski hears it, goes, oh, cool. Just back to me. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Gwen is very good at her
Barnabas,
work.
creepy.
No.
I said out of context. Context,
yeah.
Barnabas context makes it adorable and lovely.
Yeah, it's cute. It's very cute.
They tap the book that they're standing on, which kind of floats up
Oh my
behind them,
God.
and they just scurry
Sorry.
along. And then they kind of just finish off some runes, and a doorway appears, and in through it you can see a magic circle.
Goose time, baby.
It's about this time that your aunt reappears, and she is not carrying all of Skia's knives and things. She has got a guard that has them all, and she she just like she kind of walks in and goes, "I had to get help." Rather a lot of stabbing implements. I am not going to ask about that. Just going to assume that you're going to do it to protect my nephew.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
As she kind of looks you over, as if trying to give you. Yeah,
That really didn't sound very
No.
convincing.
Yeah, look.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Yeah, that's why I carry all
Don't worry
these
about
knives.
it.
Just to protect this one man, Eugene. Look, I carry. It's good to be prepared, okay? How many knives do you lot have? Eugene,
Well,
you
I
have
actually
like
have
3.
2 now.
Oh, do you want? Wait, take this one back.
I really don't need any more knives. That's already more than I would ever need. But thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. And it just takes
Oh.
you 5 minutes.
Oh,
like-
Skia. Skia.
Mhm.
You're a naive girl. You haven't seen Eugene do magic for a while. He doesn't need knives.
Oh, that's cool. Can you
I mean, it's always
people with
wise
your
for
magic?
even a high mage
Well,
to
it's
have a knife
funny
on
you
them
could
just in
s-
case.
Mm.
It's funny you should say that. Yeah, sort of.
That's so cool. Oh,
It is pretty neat, yeah.
that's so cool. I don't really do the magic thing, so these are my magic, you know?
Yeah.
She says, flashing her flasher poncho.
Hey, that's
You do a
not
full
true.
Batman
Yeah.
Oh.
Just inside your new cloak is just like rows
Knives.
of
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like a dodgy wheeler dealer with watches, except it's knives.
What's really funny is I only actually have two daggers and 3 yikawas, like in my sheet, but I think
We can see.
Only.
but she just keeps putting more and more.
I feel like
So it's
keep
just
drawing
the
more on
6.
Skia.
You can add another 5 or 6 knives if you wish. It's
Yes!
really, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not gonna
she just
worry
always
about
has
that.
one hidden just in case.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much for bringing these to me.
Oh, my pleasure. Right, shall we get you moving? She steps towards the magic circle. Right, I'm gonna send you through to Stone. Stone will take you to the next step, and she will make sure that you get back to us. You're going to the Fey Enclave, so keep your wits about you.
Oh, don't worry. They're very nice. Stone is.
And she weaves a rune, says a few incantations, and the circle opens, and she holds her hands up. Off you go!
Okay.
One by one, you disappear into the magic circle, and you come out in the middle of a glade, and another magic circle that has been carved into like a stone outcrop with just little mushrooms on the outside that seem to have grown by nature.
Aisling feels
and-
better already. She's like, oh, it's better.
You're in a shaded area that you can see roots and dark trees that are naturally can survive in darker areas, growing all the way up to a high roof. And all around you are little forest hills, lots of mushrooms of all shapes and sizes, little tiny subterranean glowing plants and grasses that are being kept alight by magically created small suns that kind of create a natural sunlight feel, even though you are definitely underground. Standing just off to one side is an Earth Ganassi woman with skin made of obsidian and deep, like instead of hair, she has like a craggy rock outcrop, and she has deep white eye, or bright white eyes that kind of have no pupils, but you know that they are seeing right through you. She's dressed in leather gear, in leather armor, with a long skirt over the top, and is holding a staff that is made from a obsidian very close to her skin, but somehow a little bit lighter.
Charlie wants to marry this person.
I'm gonna say, Rock's just like, oh, yeah, I'd like you to meet my wife. I mean, Stone. Stone. Stone, this is our friend Skia.
I thought you were trying to wife my aunt.
What?
I thought you were trying to wife my aunt.
I don't want to be involved with your family.
Wow.
Anyway,
Impression you're giving.
No.
oh, for goodness sake. If you don't know by now that Brock is that fickle with his attentions, you're never going to figure it out. Anyway, this is Skia. She's the one who, I'm sure everyone has heard, just appeared in the mansion.
Ah, yes. News travels even faster down here, funnily enough. Something about fairies who don't know where to stay where they're not supposed to be. You hear little giggling off and like a tinkle as tinkling sound as you see sprites and kind of like drifting off. She holds out a hand and shakes Skia's hand. Well, you are welcome here, and
Thank you.
You are under my protection whilst we're here. But please do observe the laws of hospitality. No thieving, no taking things that are not offered to you freely, and always ask what the bargain is if someone doesn't tell you it is given freely.
Good advice. Okay, pleasure to meet you, Stone.
Right, so I need to get you your Geas sorted out, Rock and Skia, yes?
Yes.
Aisling and Eugene, as residents of New Doan, you are exempt in this particular instance. Also, it's never a good idea to bond a Fae if they don't want to be. She starts walking down the hill towards an open area where you can see a party happening. A very large, red-furred man with a drunken demeanor is standing on a table that can barely contain his weight, stamping his feet and singing a bawdy song, while dryads and nymphs and satyrs and fauns and some elves and others are kind of like singing along at the top of their voice. You'll have to forgive his current presence. He is him. Said Stone. And she leads you straight down into the heart of the party. Everyone is ignoring you or trying to get you to sing along or shove drinks in your hands as you kind of get closer. I think at some point, I guess someone probably almost takes it, and Stone's staff whips out and just, not with painfully, but just taps the back of your hand to let you know that's not something you should do.
Not me.
Skia will take it. Skia would have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
I learnt my lesson.
I have a head wound. I'm sorry.
You're still remembering the thing in Mallory's court. Yeah.
When Rock
Your
yelled in my face.
Your Majesty.
Take it!
I was confused.
So funny. He was so scared. Oh God, what do we do?
That was Ashley who slapped that out of your hand as well.
Look at these confusing messages. I was told to be polite, and then I was told not to take things and not be polite. So it was just a lot, all right? Just anyway.
Flustered
she
Rock
goes-
is always funny to watch.
Stone says, Your Majesty, and you can see this calm demeanor slipping very quickly, and then she
I'm just.
on the floor, and the earth literally quakes, and this table tips him over. When you're quite finished, you have a duty to attend to, Your Highness. And this man kind of sits up and goes, huh? My friends, and kind of gets up and just sweeps Eugene and Aisling and Rock up in this big, sweaty hug.
Oh, love it. Love it.
It's very nice to see you two.
He keeps like,
And puts you down. I hear you know everything. Your secrets, you know everything. I'm slightly. Hang on. Ah, that's better. Yes, I'm very pleased to see you. I understand the court allowed you to know what has been going on to our poor friends, the little pointy ears.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
Hence being here for the Geas, because obviously, Skia and I are not from around here.
From around these parts,
Hey.
you're not local.
I'm not a local. This is a local town for local people.
I had the honor and joy of giving you your promise. So, where's the new one? Where's the new one? He turns around and nearly knocks you over, Skia, not because because he's big and he's not paying attention. Oh, there you are. You must stand up. Kind of grabs you by the shoulders and steps back. Make yourself known, young lady.
Hello, I'm Skia. Nice to meet you.
Hello, I am the bear.
Oh, sweet. Hello, Becky.
Speaking of, and kind of leans in, because kind of grabs you all conspiratorially, including Skia, which is just and tries to grab Stone, and she's like.
I love Stone so much.
Your friend that you brought, the other, he's getting better, but it's going to take some time. He's getting more comfortable with being himself, though.
Well, that's good. As long as he's slowly healing, that's good.
We'll have him comfortable with changing back sooner than you think.
Well, it was quite something he went through, so there is
Yes,
no need to rush.
I heard terrible things, dark things, evil things. Not like here. This is the court of spring. And so therefore, it is eternally life arriving, joy arising, and just a little bit of spring fever, if you know what I mean. And he nudges Rock.
Hay
I think.
fever, yeah.
Yes, actually, that's what he means. Absolutely.
So, I have to get you to promise.
Yes.
And you have to do it concisely, please, Your Highness. Of course, of course, of course. No one's going to explode just because I've got the words wrong this time, I promise.
What? Excuse me, Stone, can you give him a script or something?
alright.
He's mostly teasing you. He did, however, get the terms of someone Geas wrong, and we had to. Well, let's just say it was a difficult 24 hours, and he's been much more careful since. Of course, I have. Look, I even sobered myself up for this one.
You don't. Should we?
Okay.
Should we maybe wait a couple of hours when you're feeling a little less,
Well, why waste less
alcohol's-
restoration like that, eh? Come on, come on.
Why is he cracking his knuckles? I'm gonna punch this geese right into you.
Like get ready to fight. Like, oh,
That's
what's
why.
happening?
That's why nobody talks, because after he's punched the shit out of you, you're too scared to.
Bear in mind, this man is.
You
is
can't when your
probably-
jaw is seized.
Yeah.
Probably about 12 foot tall, and you would
Mwah.
estimate he probably weighs about the best part of a ton.
I love this giant
And
man.
despite the fact despite the fact he's definitely rotund, underneath it is powerful, compact, like muscle as well. This man looks like a bear
A
taking human
dense
form.
boy.
I'm going to send a message to Aisling in her head. So I'm just going to telepathically. Aisling just gets a message saying, "If I die during the skis, please tell my sister I love her."
Okay. You'll be fine.
Right.
You'll be fine.
Kind of. Who wants to go first? I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
As he sways where he's standing.
No, he's
I
not
just
swaying.
push him.
Chris is swaying. Chris is just stretching.
Someone take the Bear King's car keys away from him, please. Rock
What?
volunteers. I'll push Rock.
Iskarok
Brave.
Ravokas of Clan Ravokas. You are being given secrets that you are as not supposed to have, but you must promise to protect those secrets at any cost. You shall not mention them to anyone who you do not explicitly know knows the secret. You must not share it with an outsider who does not know the secret, and you will be bonded to this promise for a year and a day. Say, I promise.
I do have one question. What if we sort of go to somewhere that time is different? Then what is the impact on that? Just
You better get out of there quickly.
okay, great. That clears that up. No, I promise.
And he reaches down just beside your eye and pulls out a silver thread, which
Take that.
pulls out, and he ties it in a knot, and it goes. You are bonded by your word to protect the secrets of Nudoan that you have been shown. Do not reveal the information that you have been given, nor talk of the place that you are about to go for a year and a day, except for those who know about it.
Agreed. Thank you.
You're welcome. Gia.
Oh, that's it.
Dude, it's fine.
Yeah, one second. Rock, my hand to his head. Are you dying? Are you okay?
No, honestly, it didn't feel a thing. It's fine.
Okay, let's go.
I'm just after I say it's fine, as Skia says, "Yeah, let's go," and turns around. Skia just in her head hears Rock saying, "But just in case, it was nice to see you again, anyway."
Thanks. Nice to see you too.
Skia of Family Lampades. You are going to
Say what now?
You are going to be sharing information that is vital to the protection of Nudoan, to the protection of your friends, and to the safety of elfkind. You are about to see things and places that no mortal outside the city has ever set foot in. And you are about to be revealed the true nature of elven kind in this world. You must guard these secrets for the protection of those it affects, for the protection of this city, and for the future of elven kind. Is that a fair price?
She just glances at Stone to make sure she's doing the right thing. Yeah?
Stone knows. Then do you promise to keep these secrets?
I promise.
He pulls a copper wire from you.
From behind your ears.
From
I was going to say, hey, I can do that. Look, here's Bikini. Look.
You guys see, it looks like this thing is coming into existence just a little bit off of Skia's eye. So if it were closer, you think it was being pulled from, but it's not actually touching her eye. And he again weaves this into this knot, which vanishes. Promises made, gears provided. Do not cross. It will let you know when you are close. Not cruel after all, but yeah, don't try and push it or overcome it. Like it won't end well.
No, we were warned about the sort of exploding head stuff. That's
Exploding heads, yes. But it's a little too serious, and I'm far too sober. So, are you going to join me for a drink? Stone kind of goes, I think they have a duty that you just helped them with that they need to prepare for. Oh,
You can prepare by having a drink.
I mean, we're going to...
Can I keep one of them? Absolutely not. They are not doing this thing half cut tomorrow. They need their wits about them. Maybe afterwards. Oh, you're not fun, Stone. Just because you're my hide, it doesn't mean you're funny, really. Right, well, I'm going to have a hug, and he just sweeps all of you up again. Permission. You need to start asking permission. This is not good.
You just hear Ashling yelling, permission granted!
Yeah. Absolutely.
It just wiggles you all about. I think if any of you have got like slightly loose backs, it just goes click.
Oh, that's good.
I can picture my little goat legs just hanging.
Well, my friends, good luck on your mission and be well. The court of the Bear King always is open to all four of you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That's very kind of you, thank you.
Stone, don't keep them from here. Don't let them get bored with the politics upstairs. This is the place you want to be when you're in Nudoan.
Agreed.
It's right, it is so much more boring.
It's so good down here. It's so good.
You guys like do this stuff all the time. This is so much fun. Like I should
Not as often as we should.
Oh,
Skia.
okay.
We work our asses off. We should get to do this more often.
Yeah. I agree. You gotta celebrate. You gotta celebrate
Yeah.
those victories.
Yeah.
You know.
Right,
Yeah.
so guys, the second we achieve something, we're coming back here. Okay?
Present, freely given
Aha.
from the Bear King himself. He
Oh.
reaches into his pouch and pulls out 4 apples. At a time you are injured, eat these fruits, and they will assist you. And they're
Link.
effectively greater healing potions.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Wait, are we allowed to drink these, Eugene? I don't know. Ashley?
Yeah, he said freely given
Yeah,
is fine.
Freely good.
Okay. Is there a price?
Nah, freely given, free.
Okay. No bargains. No, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, it's good.
The bargain is, if you succeed in what you're doing, you are to come here and tell me your stories.
Oh yeah, deal.
Oh, I can definitely do that. I'm good with stories.
He is. He does the noises and
Fantastic.
everything.
Just the
Right.
noises.
Go before I have to steal all of you. You kind of look at Stone, and she kind of just like, he will do it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I think he's taken a shine to you. Be careful. His attention wanes, and it's not always a good ending for people. He is still very fey.
Okay.
She says, and she leads you to a large dark wood tree, which I think Skia and Eugene and Aisling would all recognise as an ironwood tree. So I think Eugene from reading and from stories from his mother. Aisling, you've seen them around occasionally, and Skia, there was one where you grew up. These are usually kept by fae and elves in isolation as a symbol of their home and their lineage. And she gently walks up and goes, "Hello, old friend. Would you mind dropping us off at the Zillman estate? It would be appreciated." The bark cracks open, and you step through and find yourselves in the Zillman estate, stepping outside of a large silver birch tree.
Fast travel tree. Love it.
Yeah.
Stone steps through with you. I have some business in the city, so I think I'm going to get your aunt to drop me off. At least she can do, all things considered. So, you are going into the heart, all of you. Good luck. I have not been myself, but I have heard it is a strange and weird place. Not many choose to go there. But it does keep
Fine,
the city
we're good with strange and weird.
Well, we don't have much choice most of the time, but yes.
Get a good night's rest before you go as well. And when you return, if you need anything of me, just let people know. It'll get back to me. It always does.
Thank you.
She smiles and wanders slightly off into a different direction to you. You are left in the outer gardens. You can see the entrance to the large lounge that you have been in most of the day. I think your grandpa is sitting in there. It's kind of moved some of the furniture and is going through some sword forms. Clearly waiting for you to...
In the lounge?
In the lounge. You kind of get the impression that he's probably not allowed in the library at the moment until certain wards are repaired.
Why? What happened?
But they're dancing through forms.
I can't go to the library.
Not
Oh,
the
God.
sword forms, no.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's no longer a friend of Eugene's.
Stop.
Eugene
Go to the
hated that.
library.
Wait till you go into the waves and he's going to thunder wave you off the edge.
Dark, Chris, dark. Wow.
There you go. I was wondering how long it would take you to get back. Stone, okay? I think I felt her coming into the estate.
Yes,
Yeah.
she said she was going to ask for some help from Sadia, I believe.
Oh, in which case I shall leave that alone. That's between them.
Yeah, well, those are definitely two people I would not want to come between.
Yes, and I'm married
Very
to
proving.
Yeah.
Right. Make yourselves comfortable. Enjoy the estate. I believe you are being collected early tomorrow for your journey to the heart.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Now that Skia's taken the keys, can we tell her what's going on and where we're going?
I really would, otherwise she's going to be very confused.
Just going along like, This is great. What's happening?
Just tell me what to stab or where to go, and I'll do it.
Oh, hi, Fluffy.
I was more asking if we're allowed to divulge that information, or we have to wait for the council to do something.
I feel like now that she is bonded to the city in that respect, she can have as much information as she needs, and also able to help you plan for anything obstacle. Unfortunately, I can't tell you what's in the heart. Only the Shadow Guard go in there, and of course, the Dying Court. But yes, it is technically a safe haven, but that a safe haven is for people who have heard the call. I do not know how they will respond to the living, as it
So
were.
were they like just consciously wandering around?
I don't know.
Oh.
I've been trying not to think about it because, I'll be honest with you, the whole idea is just a bit grim. The letter has theories, but even she does not know the full extent, just what it is for and who is in charge of it.
So there's living people there, right?
The Shadow Guard, yes, but they
Okay.
very rarely share information. I think you've probably seen enough of them in your time, Aisling, to know how secretive and scary they can be.
I've tried having chats with them and they're just not into it.
As they're leading people off to their eternal sleep, Ashling's like, "Hey, where do you live?"
Yeah. Ashing is one of those annoying tourists that tries to talk to the Royal Guard.
To be honest, we four are probably more knowledgeable than most because we have spent time with Geas.
That's true.
Yeah.
You guys have a new friend?
Didn't stick around longer.
He's not really a friend. He was...
Skia's like, who the fuck is Scathe?
He was very... Actually, you probably would have liked him. He was very mysterious and
Yeah, he had a really cool
maybe a little arrogant.
sword.
Very
And
cool sword. Did a
he gave
lot
me
of...
this cool knife.
And you keep his knife but not mine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's funny that. Remember when I offered Eugene a knife and he... Oh, no.
I kept your knife for a long time. The only reason I don't have it right now is because I gave it back to you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Eugene, it's fine. But its skate sounds really cool and has better knives than me.
I mean, I didn't say that, you're both very cool. Okay, don't make me pick.
She is just enjoying seeing Eugene panic because she's not seen Eugene panic this whole time, really. Like, he's been so calm, and it's like,
Cool. Yeah.
hey, there's the Eugene I know.
Skia's just crossing off on her notebook. Not a body snatcher. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay, it's definitely Eugene. I'm
Still
joking,
Eugene.
it's fine. But yeah,
I
like,
love that. I love
for
that
real,
so
like,
much.
I'm getting bits, but I would love to, know what is going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
Get
we
comfy.
Okay.
we came here for a couple of reasons, I guess.
Mhm.
Wait, do you know that we're... No, okay. So, when we did the thing with the AL and it kind of messed up the sky shield a little bit,
Mhm.
we got trusted, I guess, with finding out what was going on with the sky shield, and we found out there's 5 temples, and they each were made by one of 5 great magi who were the only people who knew about the whereabouts of the temple. So we've had to kind of find out where all these temples are. We found one, and
nice.
we kind of fixed that one-ish for now.
But
But
then
then-
Yes, it's...
I think I knew that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I
didn't know that.
This sounds...
No, you
This
knew
sounds
that-
really odd, but this is largely irrelevant.
Yeah,
You died?
Your duties were pulled off, and you were kind of drawn to other things.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's a whole different story thing. I died.
Oh, no, he
Ashling and
died.
Eugene went to great lengths to bring me back, and
Yeah.
but the point being that we did manage to get that temple kind of temporarily working again. I think to make it sound really simple.
Okay, but it's not like Rock had to die to fix the temple, right? It's not.
Well,
Oh
Well,
no,
I
Rob
had to.
died
It was-
because he didn't tell us he was ill.
Rock.
get him.
I
get him,
didn't
Eugene.
know I was going to die. We were in the middle of something that was really important, and we had to do this massive magic spell. And I had been hurt in the fight
You were
before, so I
coughing
assumed
up
I was just feeling
vines.
a little.
Rockery.
Look, can you just fill Skia in on what's going on? We don't need to talk about this
Okay,
again.
okay, you fixed one. We'll pop
Yeah,
a pin
we
in
fixed
lockdown.
one,
Kinda.
and then we found out some of we found out the names of the rest of the mages, and
Okay.
one of them is a graviturgy wizard whose name is Lathil Zilman, and I then found out that my mum has basically been lying to us our entire lives, and
It's a cool lie.
And Eugene's taking it very well.
Yeah, it's. Do you want to chat about this later? Like,
maybe later, maybe.
okay,
Um,
talk about it later. Okay.
We'll put a pin in that one too.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. I'm just making a list of
And
things.
so I'm part of the Zilman family. Got a whole bunch of really cool, really relatable family members that I didn't know I had
Okay.
for my entire life.
Did you mention
I
that
I guess
Lathil?
that would have been kind of nice to know.
Did you mention Lathil was one of like the actual original people who are responsible for the sky shield that now protects our entire world, like Eugene's great grandfather? Yeah.
Quite well connected. Yeah.
That's
Although
so
apparently a
cool.
hideous
Kind of
racist.
nuts, isn't it? Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's like a piece of shit, but a useful piece of shit.
Lots of information.
No offense, Eugene.
Yeah.
Yeah, shall I get you another notebook? Because you seem to
please.
feel that one.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't even
So
touched on a lot of things yet.
Oh my god, we
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
told
don't
Skia that we've
fucking-
actually seen Alabaster either.
No, you bloody wait a minute, all right? She's gonna explode. No. Give her a minute.
Dungeon being.
Eugene
So
can't
she's
summon
overheating.
Alabaster
Yeah, I'm
Guardian.
just like, she's overheating. Calm down. Yeah.
Okay, where was I? You can't interrupt me.
One fixed. You found that the names of the magi. You're
Oh yeah,
descendant
and
of-
so I found
Very
out
cool.
that I'm descended from Lathil Zilman, and I also had to take my wizard's gauntlet, so that
Smash
I
it
could
up.
access 6th level magic. So we thought it would be a good sort of a reason for us to be here without arousing suspicion. So we came here, and I bought Ashling and Rock as my proctors for the wizard exam, and now we did that, and
That's cool.
some other stuff happened, but we can go into that later.
Did the
and-
gauntlet? That sounds so sick, though.
It was actually called a harrowing.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know.
technically I didn't actually do it because some kind of
God, you totally did though.
It's a
terrorism happened.
it's a test.
Somewhere else.
It's a test to
Didn't
prove
get to
yourself.
do my
And
GCSEs because terrorism.
it's not important. There was a human sacrifice. We went to a different realm. There was a war between realms. Nothing big, but yeah. And Eugene, I think he passed very well. I mean, oh, and I got stabbed before we went away. That was also.
And that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was a T-Rex.
Yeah,
when we went away.
yeah. We
Oh, yes,
right,
you're
okay,
right.
we covered that.
Stabbed. Yes.
Um,
Okay.
Hi, Ali.
Silence. Parent, I must cleanse
What are you doing, child?
Watching your headphones. Oh, bless him. That's so cute. Yes.
It's totally derailed me. Okay, so now what we're doing is
Yes.
we have to go. We need to speak to my great grandfather, right? Because he built the temple, so he'll be able to tell us how, if we can get there, how we can get there. Just give us some more information. Problem is, he's not that easily accessible, because he's sort of dead but not dead. Because the other thing is that so this is the big secret thing that you can't tell anyone.
Okay.
You kind of
The
feel
elves-
this thrum in your head as if it's acknowledging this information is to be protected.
So when after the ascension, since then, elves haven't been dying from natural causes. Because of the connection, like the loss of the connection to the wilds. Basically, they feel the call to like go beyond the veil and would have previously returned to the wilds. Because that can't happen, they're kind of stuck here forever in some weird limbo. So my great grandfather built a plane, apparently, to keep them in.
Okay.
Sort of like a eternal sleep type situation. So yeah, we have to go and speak to him there, and that's what's at the heart of New Dawn.
Okay.
And is also potentially one of the temples that we seek.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So you think a temple might be in this place, and elves.
And if it isn't, then at least there's people with knowledge that might take us to where the next one is.
Oh, and we're only half elf, so that's not going to happen to us. By the way, just
It's going to happen to Skia.
what?
You would have had this conversation with your mother.
So you already know.
You had the talk.
Not about where you end up, but you have heard about the call. You know about the call.
Yeah, I've heard of the call. I know about it. Yeah.
But it's less of a call these days and more of a kind of sort of nudging you in that direction, kind of.
So is it like people are waiting at like a skyship dock, like they're just, or is it like they're on the ship and they're waiting? Like,
I think they're kind of sleeping. Were they not? Did they not say they were all in a sort of slumber of some sort?
They don't really.
They are
Yeah,
contained in
Yeah,
a
that's-
realm, and they're being held in like an eternal trance, so that they are not conscious as such, not aware of the fact that they are continuing to age but not die.
Or
They're
that's
kind of in
someone present. Oh,
power
that's someone
saving mode.
present.
Yeah.
But how are we going to speak to Lefel then? Like, is it like you're just gonna go and wake him up?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. But there are people there, like there's the shadow guard. So I'm guessing they'll know.
They are super cool, creepy as hell, but very cool.
So who are
That's
the
what
shadow
that's
guards?
what Scaife is now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
escape, whatever.
That shade works on 2 levels.
Yeah, he sounds cool. Whatever. No, I'm sure he's very cool. So he was a shadow god. What did
Basically, they come get people when it's like their time, and make sure that they safely get to where they need to go and that they understand what's happening to them. And I guess they kind of guard the realm to make sure everything is okay.
Okay, so they go to like elves and they're like, "It's your time, come on," and then the elves just have to go. "Oop, okay, off I go."
Night, night.
Yeah, because they kind of already know, like they've been hearing the call, so they know that something's gonna happen.
But they don't have like a place to go, so they're
And
like,
they
"I've got the
don't-
call, I don't know what to do."
Know that because everyone's keeping it secret. Because
Yeah, it's only really the council here that knows that, and now us, which is why it was kind of a big thing.
Yeah, it's kind of huge. Okay. Cool.
Eugene, I mean, it's a little hard to tell until we go there, but what if the drain on power of the temples and shield is connected to this plane?
What, like the plane is draining the power?
Well, yes. What if it's somehow connected and
Well, there's going to be an awful lot more elves there than there were before. Does that mean it's requiring more power?
I don't know. That's what I just. I
it
don't know, I
would
just
be
haven't-
impossible to tell until we get there. I have no idea what's running its connection to New
You don't even know
Dawn.
what it looks like or how it's actually working.
But my great grandfather is the one who built it, so
He'd at least know. Hopefully.
be the person to ask.
I mean, we have been warned that he's not terribly forthcoming or necessarily helpful or friendly. But he is most certainly the one of the few people that we have direct access to that actually know what the Sky Shield is and how it works. So he is really probably our best bet at this point.
I mean,
But I mean, Eugene's his great grandson. I'm sure he can. He'll be nice to his great grandson, won't he?
You'd hope. Eugene
Yeah, I'm
is
sure it's gonna be
half
great.
elf though.
Oh God, you don't think that's going to be an issue, do you? Well, look, to be honest, compared to having a dragonborn standing there, Eugene probably appear incredibly welcome.
and some information is better than none. So even if he withholds some, we'll probably get something still.
Well, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. And Skia can always
It's our main lead, so we might as well.
threaten him with a knife or something, and he'll tell us the rest. I mean,
Exactly.
If only we had someone with lots of knives.
Yeah, that always works if asking nicely doesn't.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that that's a great idea, but we'll come to that.
It could be
when-
like plan D, E.
yeah.
F.
Why? I see no problem with that
Yeah.
at all.
Plan M.
I think we should keep in mind that this is the heart of New Doan, and we've been warned that nobody really knows what it will do, us being there, and it sounds like that the balance is very
Balancy.
precarious.
No, we'll be good. We'll be good.
Yeah, and we don't know what will happen to New Doan if we mess with things there. So maybe
We'll be
we
good.
should be extra careful to not
Mhm.
just threaten to stab people.
Well, no, I mean, only as a last resort, obviously. I mean, we'll take your guidance. If you say no, then obviously.
Yeah. We'll,
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to say no if you say, "Can we stab your great grandfather?"
Well, you just said you don't know what the circumstances are going to be like there. I mean, who
Don't.
knows?
Stab.
Yep, but I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say with 99% certainty, I don't want you to stab my great grandfather.
Circle don't.
Okay, well, we'll see how you feel when we're there. I mean, it's fine.
Rock.
We're not going to stab anyone, don't worry, Eugene.
Good.
Unless they ask for
Okay.
it, right?
Ground rules
Fucking
set.
behave yourself.
I think with that, you settle into some quiet planning and preparation, deciding what spells you're going to take or get yourself sorted for. Catching up some of the minor details that you didn't really get to go into. And before you know it, it's quite late. And you need to turn in, for it is an early morning the next day.
Aisling, you have to build a fort.
Oh my god, Ski, you don't have a fort yet. Shit. Right.
Wait,
I'm
we can
gonna
actually
fort
use
it.
Skia's bedroll in the fort with Skia.
Ah!
You use my bedroll?
Every
All
day,
the
babe.
time.
Well, every now
Okay.
and then when we really
I'm
have
gonna
to.
combine
Sometimes
the
even if
fort.
we have to sleep in a bed, we put the bedroll on top.
Yeah.
But not really. I mean, it's only happened once. We don't do that.
That's
I'm
making
gonna
me
Listen to
combine. I'm
Me and
combining
Aisling
our
do it all the
forts to
time.
make one
Yeah.
mega fort where we can all hang out and have a slumber party.
Yeah, Skia has been given another room very near yours. In fact, on the same
Don't need it.
corridor. But again,
You don't need it.
all the stuff is just piled up nicely at this point, and they're just expecting you to just take it in and build your fort.
Yeah.
Rock's going to go
I'll
to
take
his
all the
room.
bedding.
Rock's going to go to his room and be very sort of serious and separate for about a good 15 minutes. And then he'll just come in and go, well, fine, if you're going to be difficult about it, I'll join. All right, then.
Comes
Right,
in with
get
hot
out that-
chocolate and nail polish.
Sorry,
Okay.
Skia, you're in my spot of the fort. Thanks. If you could just move over.
So I've coded
There's
it.
crimes going on in the background.
Oh no!
Crime!
Oh,
Criminal. Criminal
found the
boy.
foods.
Crime!
As you
Criminal
all settle
boy.
down, as you all settle down, for
I've
the
color
evening,
coded it so everyone has their favorite color as their pillows.
amazing. You can take a long rest. Skia shakes off the last of the weariness from her.
I will very quickly just
accident.
just say to Skier, like, I don't sleep now, by the way, so don't be alarmed.
Wait,
Oh God,
wait.
we're back to the watching people sleep thing.
What do you do then?
No, I
It's
just
come
like
full
sit there.
circle.
I just like sit there and dissociate for a few hours.
No, seriously, that's what she
Yeah.
does.
And I look at Rock and Eugene. You're comfortable with it?
I don't do anything.
Well, I mean, comfortable is
Yeah, not entirely, but you know, it's
relative
mostly harmless, I guess.
term.
Okay.
Used to it, I would say.
Yeah, that's probably closer to.
Okay.
All right, good night.
No.
I'm also going
Ashling's
to.
just at the end of the bedroll like this.
What's
just
your
gonna
dream
message-
about?
I'm just going to message Skia, just saying. Oh, also, I don't think we mentioned. I can't wait for you to meet Alabaster in the flesh. Night.
For fuck's sake.
And with
Rock!
that, we will let our friends get whatever they have equivalent of a rest for the evening. And we will pick this up with the following morning next week.
Yeah!
Welcome back, Michelle!
Michelle's book!
Hi, Skia.
Oh, hello. Thanks for having me back.
This is
Oh,
been
so
Oh.
good.
amazing
So
fun.
good.
I'm happy.
This has been, I think, we've had a lot of really big lore episodes, but seeing you guys tie
Oh,
so
blimey.
much together today has been very exciting.
Ooh.
Can neither confirm nor deny where you are going, but you have some theories now. It's very cool.
Many theories.
Many theories. We will be back next week for episode 74, if you can believe it.
Blimey.
So
and
cool.
The journey to the heart of New Doan. So it just leaves us to say goodbye. First off, I just want to give a huge thank you to both Charlie and Wayne. Charlie for turning around the new Skia art so quickly. It's beautiful. We love our little chaos tiefling and her little crown. It's amazing. And Wayne for
I'll put the full
re-
art in the Discord tonight.
Yeah, and we're going to share it next week as well on into the socials.
cool.
So if you miss
Okay.
it there, you can. But you should drop onto our Discord, and we'll come to that in a minute. And Wayne for uploading and updating all the video work as well. We really do appreciate everything you do in the background. Thank you so much. Michelle, would you like to tell people where they can find you, and if you have anything going on, what you've got going on?
I don't know if I've got anything particularly going on at the moment. I'm Feline Trickster on most social things. I don't post a lot though because I'm bad at remembering to do that stuff. But occasionally I post art and things.
And does art streams.
I do art streams with G, aka Top Banana Jam or Top Banana Art, and we're literally having a meeting this week about when we can like pick that back up again. So watch your space. But yeah, thanks for having me back, everyone.
It's been absolutely
love it.
adorable having you back. Missed this character. Wayne, would you like to go next, please?
Sure. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here today, and yay, welcome back, Michelle. And you can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet these days under Created by Wayne, which is my new venture, and I'm on the socials and on the YouTube and on the website under Created by Wayne. So please do come along and say hi and check out my stuff, and it may be of help to you on your small business journey as a creator. And that's it. Okay, love you, bye.
Big congratulations for the video for last week, which has had how many views on YouTube now?
Oh my god. One of my videos hit the front page of YouTube somehow on the Discover page or whatever. So my other videos have like between 200 and 1,000 views. The one that was released just over a week ago has just hit 10,000 views.
Holy shit!
That's so good.
I know.
So
I'm
cool.
like, I was laughing today because the figures are hilarious on my analytics on YouTube. It's like, this has like 10,200 views. And then underneath it's got 10,000 more than usual.
That's nuts, though.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those random things, but it has been hilarious to watch because I just like every time I look at it, I'm like, that can't be right. That's ridiculous. But it's one of those things where if the algorithm just puts you on the front page for 5 minutes, that's what can happen. So it'll never happen again, but it's been very nice. So thank you.
It might happen again. I mean, now
Yeah, there's
you
no
see
reason
the
why it
viewership
wouldn't.
go up. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, but yes.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody who's been very supportive of me growing that YouTube channel as well. I do appreciate that.
We're very excited, and I'm very proud of you. So
I just got a text
Yeah.
from Mum saying she really liked your video. So.
Oh, thank you.
Theo, would you like to go next, please?
Sure. You can find my. Sorry, I've got cat hair.
Cat
all,
hair.
like, up in my grill.
I was trying to leave it to a time where you didn't have cat. So
Yeah, I got to keep one eye on him because he's doing crimes. You can find my illustration and stuff on my website, which is theoblueillustration.com, and there should be links to other places on the internet you can hunt me down if you'd like. And Wayne has kindly just put the link in the chat for pre-ordering my book, which comes out in April next year.
Yeah, dude.
excited. Very excited. Very, very cool. Charlie.
Oh, yes. All my stuff is at charlievince.com. It's got my portfolio and my shop. And there's still some custom profile pic illustration, drawing, slot thingies in there. So if you wanted a new profile picture and you didn't want a photo of yourself, I'll draw your beautiful face. And there's links to my social media as well. I think that's about it. I'm just hovelled away in the studio doing NDA shit, so that's where I'm at. But thank you everyone for coming along. It's been so much fun. Thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad you're fucking back. Holy shit. It's so good. And hi, Mum. Love you, Mum.
Hi, Charlie's mom.
Mom.
Oh, there's an extra voice in the chorus now. It's beautiful.
The harmonies are just getting better by the minute.
Oh, guys.
We'll nail it one
excellent
day.
job.
It'll be amazing. I guess that just leaves me. I am Chris Mepham RPG, wherever your media is socialed. Mostly trying to focus on Blue Sky. Been very busy with real life stuff recently, but I am trying to get a few old pieces of art up and a couple of new ones coming up at the moment I'm working on. Social for same socials at Some Other Heroes is in the same place, but it's actually more and better for you to get to find us on our Discord, where you can join in the hijinks, see art, and plug away with some of the lore that I occasionally drop in there, the beautiful artwork that our community shares, and the wonderful, wonderful sea of memes that comes through.
The memes are hysterical.
Absolutely
They
brilliant.
are
It's a lovely
choice.
community. We're
And
very
cute pet
proud
pictures.
of our community. Yeah, and pet pictures as well.
Oh, and actually, on that note, we met somebody recently, literally in a coffee shop in Norwich, who was asking because they heard us talking about D&D, and I said to them to drop into the Discord and to stop by because they're brand new to Norwich and they feel like D&D
Aw.
is missing from their move to Norwich. So if there are new people in there, please make them feel welcome and let them know of any other groups that you want them to know about, or things where they can get together, or places where they can go where there are other D&D geeks,
100%.
because that's what we wanted to do, is to be a kind of a place where we can uplift people and connect people. So yeah, it was just a great reminder that there are people who need that kind of thing. So please keep an eye out. And if you do happen to be online and you are new, welcome to this crazy community.
And hence, you do need to move to Norwich because it's the best. So
It is cool.
It is.
sorry
Anyway,
about
welcome.
it everywhere
Come on.
else.
But we still love YouTube people too. Love you.
Love you. We absolutely adore our YouTube people. In fact, we have had a
Hell yeah,
video
we
that
do.
has reached 1,000 views, which is
So cool.
crazy. We don't believe it happened. We're still pinching ourselves on that one.
And
it
it's
is
the
amazing.
T-Rex episode.
It is the T-Rex episode.
Oh my god.
That's it. It's T-Rex.
saying.
SEO
SEO mandated T-Rex time.
Yup.
Other than that, if you would like to support us outside that, and you're not particularly keen on dropping money in Amazon's pocket, please do feel free to drop by our Ko-fi, which is available. We would love the support. We do not feel bad if you cannot. This is a labour of love, but those pennies help me buy music and maps and eventually, hopefully,
Sorry, look at Ollie.
a cat scratching tree for
Ollie's like,
young
that's
Oliver.
enough.
Not several. He was just giving me another one.
Beyond that, thank you so much. We love you all very much. So it's the end of the episode. So for me to say, take care of one another, roll dice, tell stories, have fun. We love you very much.
Love you, bye.
Love you.
Bye.